Sherry lady, going through emotion.
Whoa!
That is great.
Welcome to episode 36 of the Weekend PreGame, which I did the math. That means there's doing this on a weekly basis for 9 months at this point.
Oh, nice.
You've had a baby.
Well, yeah,
Wow.
actually, because we did miss 2 weeks with Thanksgiving, and that 1 week I was sick. So we've had a baby. Congratulations, everyone.
Or you could have got rid of it at the same time.
This is true, but if you got rid of it, then you don't make it to week 36, right?
Oh my
Oh, I've heard that happen sometimes anyway.
God.
I mean, I guess we still have time.
Yeah, you can get it
It's
like
never too late in the state of California.
and in Virginia, don't forget there's a decision to be made. The doctor and the fetus, breathing fetus would be made comfortable, according to the governor.
Oh god, I hate that video. It's
I
so
missed
bad.
this. I missed this video.
Such a cheery world we're in.
Yeah.
Was that Northup, Governor Northup? Yeah, not at all dark and disturbing and apocalyptic at all.
You know what's funny is right before we went live, we had 6 people watching, and now we're down to 3. We're that damn good.
That's right.
I'm probably
It's
one of them.
definitely Steve. Steve's tits scared everyone away.
Yeah, Steve's
It's in an extra bit.
tits and a dick. Steve's face is distracting enough. Did you notice what was going on below the belt?
I
No.
didn't want to look below the face.
All right, one more time.
No.
Sherry lady, going through emotion.
Nice. I'll be honest, if Steve's face wasn't on there, I probably would have noticed.
Well, he's the one who likes the intro videos, so
And he ain't even here to enjoy it.
I know.
What a loser.
What a dick.
Hold on, I saw something here. So we've got 6 minutes of gay, which I think that video covers it.
Yep.
So Fractured, how you doing, man?
I'm good. Been absorbed in Pal World. A little too much, maybe. I don't know. Who am I to judge or something? I had plans to do shit over these last couple of days. Retune and kind of tune up the Saturday Night System Lord stuff. But I did fuck all and I just kept playing Pal World.
That was kind of me last night when we magically got the server running. It makes no damn
Nice.
sense, but okay.
Magic.
Even though it's already broken now because of updates. Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh,
thanks.
God.
Oh,
I mean, it's like, well, thank you and thank you. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean,
But
what did you name?
yeah,
the
I
server?
played all night last night, and I was like, I had some things for the show, but definitely not as much as I normally do. I usually like to have more than what I would think I would need.
right. I know what you mean.
But yeah, all day I was thinking, man, I wonder if I could just do a Power World stream for the show tonight. That doesn't work.
Oh, we
Doesn't
could have. I'm jealous how far Fractured is on his playthrough. I haven't played as much as I wanted.
Well, I mean, we all kind of reset yesterday.
Oh yeah, huh? What'd you name the server?
Weekend Busters.
Oh, nice.
Can't find it by its name. I have to give you all the information because they have
Okay.
they have bugs with finding.
Oh yeah, you
servers
were
by
telling
server.
me. That's
So.
stupid.
Early access. That's-
True.
Yep, it is what it is.
It could be worse. Could be way fucking worse.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it could be like Cyberpunk.
That wasn't even really, that was up. Here you guys go. It's all ready.
Yeah, that was.
You know, that bit me in the ass so hard. That was the first time I'd ever like taken a day off of work to play a game.
Same.
Oh,
Well, actually, it came out on I think it came out on a Wednesday. So I was like Thursday, Friday off. It's a 5-day
I
week.
think I did the same thing. Now, I did have the PS4 Pro and it wasn't having nearly the issues like with the crashing that everyone has. But the game was fucking hollow.
Actually, yeah, I had a PlayStation 4 too, and it didn't crash for me at all, but it was just ugly. The game was so horrible looking.
But how many days did you guys take off for Gollum?
Oh,
I don't know if
I
anyone
actually
did
worked
that.
overtime, so I couldn't play it for free. Yeah.
That one looked bad before it came
I
out.
had zero desire for a Gollum game. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that kind of came out of nowhere.
Warner Brothers already killed Lord of the Rings games after they had a patent on the Nemesis system. And then they were like, hey, we came up with this great idea. Let's not make a game ever again.
An
And make sure no
amazing
one-
freaking gameplay mechanic that they aren't utilizing for any of their fucking
No, I
superhero
know.
games is the dumbest damn decision in the fucking earth.
They
Let
could have done
somebody
it with
else do something
Arkham.
with it.
Arkham would have had an awesome Nemesis thing, dude. If you had to like,
Jesus, that would have been so amazing.
wouldn't that be cool?
That would have been
Ah.
so
Every
good.
time you like beat up Deathstroke, he would be like 10 times harder the next time you saw him.
I might never stop playing Batman Arkham games.
That
Like,
would have
they're
that,
amazing.
that would have been such a way though to bring in like the D list tier villains that you
Yeah.
can beat up and make stronger. Well, yes, then you had the areas of like if they did like a whole open. God damn it!
That would have been perfect. That
Because
would
he
have been
jails them anyway, and like
that would have
they
made Arkham
break
games
out
really
it's
good.
fine. Yeah, it would have been great. Stupid Warner Brothers sucks.
God damn it!
You know what's funny is I was talking with Kratos, and he was kind of like, well, the whole point of like patents and stuff is that you're supposed to lease it out. And even if they were to do like a law where it's like you can't hold a patent and not lease it out in 10 years or else you lose it. I think Warner Brothers would be willing to pay the money and go into more bankrupt just to hold on to IPs and never use them again. Like it doesn't matter.
Well, that's like every video game company. They hold on to so many stupid
Yeah.
trademarks and patents on things. Like supposedly BioWare holds the patent for the dialogue wheel and choices and stuff.
Yeah, gosh, stop. I hate trademarks, bro. And then that's what everyone complains about Power Worlds and like Craftopia and like everything's a ripoff. But
Yeah. When
it's like, it's-
Minecraft originally got into heat about that too, because it was mimicking the game at the time.
Yeah,
I forgot
yeah.
what it was, but
But the
Um,
ideas live on because the other kind of like developers and companies can compete with each other. Versus
Right.
you put a patent on it, it's dead. You'll never see it again. You won't even see the person who owns the patent use it. Like PUBG and Fortnite, those are similar ideas.
I mean, the funny thing is if you think about it, if they had this sort of shit during the 90s, we wouldn't have gotten
Oh yeah.
we wouldn't have gotten games like Strife or Duke Nukem because
Mhm.
they're all based off of the Doom engine
Mhm. True.
or Wolfenstein and stuff. Like you wouldn't have gotten the following of later first-person shooters if they did such patent trolling like they do today. It's like, we
Yep.
go back to that, please.
Yeah, dude. There was another game that were like, there's a bunch of games where like we know the game, but 2 years before there was like an identical game to it, but it was like much crappier looking. But we know the more nicer one. I gotta do research on that. But back in the day, there was no internet. You didn't know if something got ripped off. You just played the more popular version.
Well, back in
Yeah,
the day, there was
yeah,
social
exactly. You
media-
just played
there
the
was
more
no social
popular
media to
version.
spread the information.
And you
like
already
this today.
sold the physical copies. There's nothing you can do. Versus now everything's digital. There's everything you can do.
Well,
We've
I'm
talked about
sad.
that before. Yeah.
Let's continue introductions.
Yeah, now I want
Oh,
the
yeah.
Nemesis. Now I want the Nemesis shit in fucking Arkham City.
Oh, dude, I know.
That would have
It's
been
really sad.
badass.
That would have been awesome.
So,
I mean,
Brad, since you
know.
probably have no idea, you should definitely.
he's a
have
gamer.
that
What are you talking
sweet
about?
nuke- but he probably hasn't played Shadow of Mordor,
Oh yeah.
and that both of those are pretty damn good. And
They're
then
fun.
you would know what the Nemesis system is.
As much as-
Accurate to the lore? No. Fun?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the Rings of Power game to come out.
Oh my God, no.
I just wanna play-
Galadriel, Slay Queen.
I want
It
to play
would be-
Galadriel and just have her dagger. That's all I
There
want.
you go.
God.
There you go.
It would
That
be
dagger.
like-
That dagger is everything.
Yeah.
So how have you been, Brad? Looks like you ran in the door and just came on the stream.
Yeah, pretty much. I got home and like pretty much sat down and did work, answered all the emails I didn't get to answer today, ate my dinner, and now I'm here. So
You got to eat dinner.
Bean-
As I was sitting down to do this, I realized I had not eaten, and it's going to
Same.
be a long night.
yeah, but it's 5:30 your time. It's 8:30 my time.
It's
Mm.
6:30. I am not one of them Californians or an Oregonian or
Close enough.
a Washingtonian.
Hey, I'm an Idahoan, so
From
you know.
Washington.
You're an Idahoan, that's for sure.
Idahoan.
No, Ida snoring. That's what
Oh,
I
there
think.
you go.
Potato boy.
Yeah.
And Shock, how are you doing, sir?
I'm good. I am about done with my new first hiatus video that will come out tonight.
First hiatus video?
I haven't like had a video in like a month
Oh.
and a half.
Yeah, me too. I go to make one, but I've had all this other crap going on, and it's like I really need to make videos. Like,
Yeah, I got a Twitch one I've been sitting on, which more news is coming out on Twitch, so that's actually good. I can keep all the funny clips I made for it, but yeah, I'm doing good.
you're not dying.
Me?
No. Yeah, you.
Oh, I was dying yesterday. There's a weird little flu fever thing going around that makes you
Disease X.
yeah, when we were locked down.
Twitter's being weird. Hold on. I was about to pull something up. But okay. So I was talking with Fractured about this pre-show. Last week we talked about humiliation rituals. Where like, you know, the dudes wearing the dresses and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh.
like it's like, well, I mean, when's it humiliation ritual or when's it actually meant to be funny because that is humorous?
Yeah, it's
I mean,
funny.
It used to be. It's not anymore. It doesn't work anymore.
No.
That joke does not work anymore.
Mhm.
Putting bad example, but putting Bruce Willis in a dress besides being extremely abusive at this point in time in his life, it just doesn't work. Like
Hey,
And
really?
also it would be considered not funny but stunning and brave. So
Right, yeah.
right.
You take all the humor out of it.
there's no humor involved. It's a life change which you must accept before you dead name someone.
so I think I found a
All of the dead
ritual.
name.
I think I
Oh,
found an
this
actual
poor guy.
ritual.
Oh,
Check
boy.
this one out.
Talk about back at home, but right now, as they arrive at the stadium, front of cars, she's standing by with Michael Strahan.
What the hell is this man wearing?
Jesus.
What is that? Is that
Wow. That's a woman's power suit going
That's
on.
a power suit.
Wait, no, go back to Michael
bro.
Strahan. Go back to Strahan. Back it up there a second.
Dude, they
Okay.
both look uncomfortable as fuck.
Yeah,
he's
but,
been-
but
Well,
okay.
because he knows what's
I'm-
going on. He knows what's going on over here to the right of him.
Sorry, my
But I was checking the way the suit buttons because women and men's suits button differently.
Okay. Well, that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Look,
play
he's
it.
got a collar and a tie and everything.
No,
Mhm.
yeah.
This
Talk
This
about back at
guy.
home, but right now,
He's wearing a dress.
He's
Look-
got the necklace and everything.
What
Like,
kind of fucking t-shirt does that?
I'm trying.
That's
That's-
not,
that's
dude.
not a
That's
V-neck.
Tube top or whatever you call them.
yeah, that's
Yeah, first
there's
off,
something
That's a
going on.
huge bitch.
Low cut dress, and he's
First
got
off,
the jacket over the top of it.
The
front of cars,
jacket.
she's standing by with Michael
Who
Strahan.
is that?
A point
made out
is
of
being
silk.
made here. He's being made an example of.
Yes, he is.
That's what he gets for questioning.
As he
the
said
white
something
man.
naughty.
And yeah, and
If
if
you
you actually
lose a
if you look
bet-
if you look at the jacket, like that's feminine as fuck. Like what
Mhm.
No,
the hell?
it's a woman's suit. That's what it is.
No, but it doesn't. No, the women's suits button the other way. So that's the way a man's suit buttons. The button is on the left side, the same way Strahan has. So it's a man's jacket, but it also looks
I
very
don't
like.
know.
Well, see, no, look. If a very like fashionable dude wore like a silk suit, he would wear a normal shirt and like a really like flamboyant tie. It's very
Yeah.
clear that he's wearing a woman's dress underneath.
That whatever is underneath is weird.
Yeah, there's something going on.
I mean,
Yeah,
dude,
there's-
I'm pretty sure Cam Newton has that suit, but he looks like a man in it because he's wearing men clothes.
I can
He's
get
wearing a
the
dress.
purple jacket. It's just the
The
shirt
undergarments is what's the question.
You can see
Guys'
the
shirts
fucking
don't
chest
like
hair. What
go.
is shit?
They don't go horizontal like that.
No.
No.
Fletcher Cox. Okay, Fletcher Cox. All right, let's see what is Fletcher Cox all about.
Oh, I muted it. Here, I'll turn it back up.
Who's Fletcher Cox?
Good. It's that green, especially that Philly legendary. When you get two, you kind of get into a whole other conversation. But it'll be special against my second.
Okay. All right.
One ring is good, two is better. And we know that today you're facing off against the coach you drafted, Andy Reid. What were your emotions like when you saw him for the first time this week? I mean, they were there. They were there, but at the same time, I know, we're here to handle business, I said before the game.
He's not happy.
This is the they're I mean the way I could see this is definitely the now they're doing the humiliation of the black man. They're gonna feminize him, and they've already done enough damage to the white man. So now my brother, you're next.
Have you
Welcome
seen
to
the
the
Oh
photo?
yeah,
club.
I've seen that. That was so stupid.
Have you seen the photo, the full-length photo of him?
No.
Just put in Fletcher Cox purple jacket.
I mean, the point of Kurt Cobain wearing a dress was a big fuck you to like, I'm a man in a woman's clothes. What are you gonna do about it?
Well, that's kind of like what I've talked about of the cultural subversion of everything.
The point
deconstructing
was-
norms and everything.
But
That's how you run into what we've got today of men, boys in dresses and everything like that.
yeah, but
So-
they got to keep pushing the bill. You know,
And yeah,
what I mean?
like,
they got to keep
Static-
making up shit.
Attic and I were talking about it too. It's like, yes, look at it in the terms of sure the whole grunge era music and stuff like that, and kind of like you said, bucking the norms or whatever,
Mhm.
the middle finger. But then I was like, well, remember who his wife was, and
Oh,
he
bro,
it might have been reasons why he
Well-
Minecrafted himself.
I
Well,
don't
if
think
he
Minecraft
had,
himself.
don't forget the high number of Minecrafting rates among trans.
Yeah,
manatees, so-
okay.
Manatees.
Maybe you got me there, Brad. Yeah.
This picture is so low resolution.
Hey,
But-
forking around. How's it going?
Hey, Forkin.
Oh, nice! Congratulations, bro.
Hey,
wow.
congrats, Forkin, on the
Beautiful.
on the daughter.
Fantastic.
Which forklift you're gonna name her after? Which model?
Yeah, so he's wearing pants.
Mhm.
Very
It all
shiny
looks like
pants.
it looks like a silver
Okay,
metallic
But this
suit.
photo is so low
He's
resolution.
still-
It's 209 by 241. Like shit.
There-
But he's
I've,
still in
there's an
contract,
article
though.
on it. WWD.com has an article on it.
WWD, really?
It says WWD.com. I don't think it's just do WWD Fletcher Cox Super Bowl outfit.
Well, yeah, I mean. Oh,
High shine metallic
women's
steel-
wear daily is WWD.
Oh, you're delicate.
Oh.
It's embraces high shine metallics with silver suit and delicate shirt.
Oh my god.
Brutally
Oh my god, this
orange.
is so bad.
He must love the men's shower at the end of games.
Oh, that's Dwight Howard.
No, it's Fletcher Cox.
I didn't know he was gay.
Oh, Dwight Howard is yeah. Dwight
He's
Howard.
one who's admitted like multiple times.
I
It's
have a
unbelievable.
buddy who has a theory about people who own snakes, about them just generally being weird people.
Yes,
And Dwight Howard is the epitome of a snake owner.
I think it's a little on the nose to say that the NFL's leader in sacks also loves other things.
Oh.
Snakes?
Yeah, he owns snakes. Yeah,
Who's the leader in sacks?
Fletcher Cox.
Oh, he is? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Forkin says she's perfect. So Unicarrier 1F2 model. Bet you didn't think I had an answer.
Beautiful name.
Enjoy it, sir. That's awesome.
Well,
All right.
all
So
the
enough
best
about.
wishes.
does not identify as gay.
Yeah, it's not gay at all.
No, he doesn't identify as
His-
gay.
Yeah.
Why
No,
is
I think
Fletcher Cox
he's.
wearing his
I
mother's
think he's a
outfit?
dad and shit.
He's dressed like a female divorce lawyer. These tweets are fire.
Oh no, my fucking article's gone. You rat bastards.
I got
What?
pulled.
There's an article going around of it was news earlier this week about a New York City apartment that was like
Oh, I saw that.
100 square feet or something. No, it
Less
was
than that.
50 square. It was 50 fucking square feet. That
Yeah.
was $1,700 a month.
Yeah, I saw it on Tim Pool. Doesn't have a bathroom. The bathroom's outside.
Yeah, it's communal bathroom, communal shower. Like, I mean, it's an individual shower, I think.
It is a closet. It's smaller than my walk-in closet.
Oh my god, that's great. How much is it?
But good news.
$1,500
Good
a month.
news.
What the?
Hey, take it easy though, because let me tell you what right now. So that's what millennials are dealing with. The good thing is, if you're a foreign national unlawfully crossing into this country, you'll be given a full hotel at the Plaza at New York for free,
You
along with the
stay at a
phone.
5-star hotel, king size bed. Fuck.
Unlike those unlucky illegal aliens that have to stay in gyms at schools,
Or yeah,
where
at
the
the
kids can't
schools.
go to school.
Those are the ones who don't get to go to New York City. They're the ones that were sent to Boston, who gets to sleep at the airport.
Boston.
What was
Yes.
it too? I was seeing in New York, a guy had gone on vacation and his house was taken over by squatters. Or no, is like he had shut down a house
Squatters.
and squatters moved in and then they got tenantship over it.
Oh,
They're in there for X amount of time. And the state of New York allows that sort of shit.
Yep.
Squatter laws are very weird. They're
Yeah.
very weird.
Yeah. California has them too.
California. Yeah, really. I think California started them, and then other states have kind of
Oh, shocking.
adopted it. Yeah.
If I can
But a
find
lot
the
of states
clip,
don't.
hang on. I'll try and find the clip.
But even in other states, they can point to like, other cases in other states and be like, oh, well, in this state, this happened. And then
Right,
a judge and a
right.
jury can be like, oh, well, we agree. And blah, blah, blah. That's stupid.
So I have another video for us. This one is it real or not? A part of me thinks it is. And if that's the case, but then there's a part of me that really, really, really hopes it's not.
Apologize.
I'm sorry.
You're sorry for what? Speak
for
louder.
not bringing a gift. I'm sorry.
He said he's sorry for not bringing her a gift. I don't know if you guys can hear that well.
Yeah, I caught that.
5 gifted subs, only 5.
Speak a little bit louder.
I'm sorry for not bringing in a gift.
Because you were supposed to bring a gift, right?
She did her toes and everything. Aren't you a lucky
Sorry,
man?
Samantha.
As you fucking should be.
The cash makes me suspicious that it's
That last bit kind of makes me think of Bamboozle. Like it, but at the same time,
Dirty.
it's gonna be some weird kink thing. I don't know. People are fucking weird.
God damn it, you're right. Oh Jesus,
It
could
could
you
just be fake.
And it could just be fake. Yeah, like I said, a bamboozle. That's the problem. Like that would be like something on the Babylon Bee.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
and
God.
reality has basically become that. We don't know what's legitimate and what's real.
Yeah, I can't
Professor
tell if
Savage
the
just says it's
articles
porn. I mean, yeah, simp porn.
simp porn.
I mean,
Oh, he could have paid her to get humiliated. The
you
dummy
didn't buy me
mommy.
my Discord Nitro.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was big.
Hey,
Hey, AJ.
Abomination AJ.
Hell.
You're
What up?
absolutely right, because the Babylon Bee thing, that was the exact same thought I had when I saw this.
Mm.
PETA has
Oh,
already
yeah,
heard from many
yeah.
Pal World fans who
Yes.
have no interest in eating pals and want a vegan guide created. When I saw this, I was like, is PETA even real? Like,
Look, all I've eaten has been eggs and berries, so I think
Ooh,
I'm
that's
probably okay.
yummy. That chicken soup, bro. The chickpea soup looks bomb.
I now mind you, I've killed a whole bunch of Lambos accidentally.
Leave my boy alone.
yeah, he likes to sleep with his.
Yeah.
Little degenerate.
They're so mean to him.
You and your mutton fetish, Jesus Christ!
And like that's
Yeah.
not like the first
Yeah,
time.
it's
Like
like-
PETA goes after these video games that deal like they did on like Red Dead Redemption 2 and the hunting and all that stuff. Like
I think that
I don't even know why they're a thing. And I can't believe that they even still are. Like, where are they getting support from? Who's giving
Twitter-
them money?
I don't know. I don't think PETA does anything anymore. They just tweet and write articles, which I mean,
They do those weird art things where like they like defeathered a naked chick in public, like something weird like that.
yeah. But
Oh,
I
you
mean,
know
that could
what?
just be activists.
The in Minecraft meme might be dying.
Empowered.
in Pal World.
Eat your ass. Empowered.
Yep, there we
Yeah,
go.
that's pretty great. I love it.
Yeah, Static, here's what I was talking about.
Okay, let me
Yes.
get this. Let me put it over here. Oh Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
Should read the tweet or just go straight to the video?
Both.
Okay.
Because the video is only is kind of short, but the tweet has a little bit in on it.
Oh wow, that's fucking tiny. So Jean de Sognizak.
The slogan song.
Yeah. Jean de Sognizak lives in Bellport, New York, and went out of town for 3 weeks. Then he got a water bill. When he called to turn off the water, the company told him that he couldn't. Turns out random squatters moved into the house. New York law forbids a homeowner from shutting off utilities or locking out squatters. After 30 days, unwanted squatters in New York become classified as tenants. Holy fuck.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you need to know.
Dear Lord. But
California
does it
has
say
something
he
similar to it, I
owns?
think.
Yeah, it's a house. He probably owns it. That's ridiculous.
3 weeks, but he went out of town for 3 weeks. That's not 30 days. All right, let's hear
I
this.
think you can squat for only a week. Like
He
until
went out
you're
of town
not.
for 3 weeks and came back to a bill from the water company.
I call them up and say, well, what's going on? I said, we were talking about turning off the water. And they said, well, we can't. Somebody's living in the house. So I thought for sure there must be some mistake.
But when he showed
So what if someone's living in the house? If I decided that I don't want water, I should be allowed to shut it off.
100%.
Well, can't you just call them trespassers?
Oh no, but it does get a little more. There's a little bit more to this too.
I mean, there's the whole landlord aspect of it, but anyways.
up to the house, what he found shocked him. There were cars in the driveway and people inside.
I went and banged on the door. And a couple came and opened the door and said, no, we're living here. We have a lease.
John learned that in New York State, you cannot
the
legally
biggest thing is,
lock
like,
a
how
squatter
do you
out of
have a
your home
lease?
or turn
Right, yeah, I would like to know more about that part. Be like, oh, really? Because I own this bitch.
off utilities. And once a squatter
It only takes 30 days for squatters to gain legal rights as a tenant. So how do you even like evict someone? No one?
There's a lot of questions here.
Like I've heard of these squatters' rights. I've heard horror stories about this stuff.
I have no involvement in any squatters disputes whatsoever, so I'd have to actually research it.
Yeah, that seems. Yeah, and it's a little different than dealing with pedos.
I don't
Or
deal with them
insurance
anymore.
companies.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. Reading up on it, I remember this. You're not technically a squatter unless the owner gives you permission to be there for a bit.
This first one cannot lock squatter out of home. So if they leave, you have to let them back in.
The whole concept of squatters is ridiculous to me.
Yeah, why is that
Because-
even a thing?
How did it even come about? I mean, how did squatters' rights come about? Who
Too many
said, you know what?
commies in the damn
That's a
system.
damn good question.
It's like, I don't own this piece of property, but I'm just going to stay here for a good bit. And if no one says anything, it's mine. Well, hell, I mean, we should have done this with this damn house instead of paying for it.
Right? Like,
Sucker.
why am I?
There's a
paying
house
rent?
up the street that
I'm
hasn't sold in months. We could just sit in there for 30 days and I say, it's mine now, I guess.
Probably doesn't work that way in Florida.
Yeah,
I was
it
gonna
does.
say Florida. Oh, really?
Oh, Florida's got
No,
squatters'
it
rights.
does. Florida,
I have no
Florida
idea. I
does.
don't know. But if I'm that house identifies as being in New York. So
Okay, there you go. Fixed it.
There you go. There was the loophole.
Cannot lock a squat. So if they leave
In
to
Florida,
go
it's 7 years.
and pick up groceries or some shit, you literally cannot lock them out of the house that you own, or that you're. Imagine being a renter, and then all of a sudden someone squats in your shit. Like,
Oh God, yeah.
it's like I'm paying the bills, they're not. What the fuck?
Florida's squatter rights are wild.
Did you pull them up?
Yeah.
What you got?
So Florida basically, a squatter can claim any abandoned or foreclosed property, and it doesn't have possessive claim over the property until they have squatted there for at least 7 years.
Oh, that's a while.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So, like, I have a question. If you say, like, you start squatting in someplace that was foreclosed for 7 years, do they just give you a deed?
I don't know how that works, or how do you prove you were there for 7 years? I don't
It's
know.
like a weird game.
But for California, I remember there was like a documentary about this where you can't be a squatter in California until the owner lets you stay at the house. So let's say like someone says, "Hey, I need a place to stay for a night." And then they go, "Okay, you can crash at my place for a night." After you've allowed them to stay at your house for a night, they're considered squatters and don't have to leave.
Just
Man, I'm
one
so
night.
glad I got out of
One
there.
night, yeah.
Wow.
If you give any permission, if that person can say they gave me permission to stay at the house, well, just for one night, it doesn't matter. You gave them permission to stay at their house. They're now squatters and they can stay there.
who came up with these freaking concepts? Jesus.
California, it makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, but squatters in general. It's like I'm trespassing someplace, but if I trespass long enough, it's mine. That's basically what squatting basically is.
When did they start like arresting homeless people?
Oh, they don't.
They used to, didn't
They
they?
count them in.
them
They
around.
count them in California. They're counting them right now.
Yeah, they're counting them. I'm talking like
We
way
ever
back
find
then,
out what
though.
happened to the ones that were in San Francisco?
They
Oh,
came
the ones
back.
that got moved out.
Oh, are they back?
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the ones in Phoenix haven't been back. In
When
the main
Gavin's
area.
boss left, all of them came back. They all came back.
Like, okay, I was worried that maybe they activated those wood chippers that.
Sadly.
It's not a Fargo situation. Okay, buddy.
That's wild.
I'm upset that they took down that article. I don't know why that link is now floating.
Which the squatter one?
No, it was the one with
Oh, the apartment.
tiny little apartment.
That's crazy.
So anyway, I don't know if you guys all remember, a few months ago, we were discussing Activision's new like AI chat moderation.
Mhm.
Well, they came out with an update. We're not going to look at the full update, but we got Charlie Intel, which is like someone who like reports on Activision, which by the way, that was not a case of get well, go broke today, anybody. That's what happens when large corporations buy other large corporations. Massive layoffs happen.
Yeah.
Oh, Microsoft? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think
Something happened to your mic. You're like super hot.
me?
Yeah. Or
Oh,
am I the only one that's hearing that?
am I still hot? Am I good?
Little.
Little.
Oh.
What's weird is it just got really loud, but it didn't like overpower your mic.
How about now?
Perfect.
What's
Oh, okay, cool.
Hey,
What was I gonna say? I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it.
So let me pull this up here. So
I'm hot on the mic. That's right.
So Activision says that in-game voice chat and text moderation feature in Call of Duty has been successful, with Call of Duty seeing a 50% reduction in toxic comms since the feature
Oh,
launched.
thank God.
Over 2 million accounts were notified about chat violations. How many can someone look up how much that sold?
How much the new COD sold?
Yeah, the new COD. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got this first bit here. We were able to identify several trends that have helped evolve our approach and methodology on moderation during the voice moderation beta period in North America beginning August, blah, blah, blah. Voice moderation enforcement, more than 2 million accounts have seen in-game enforcement for disruptive voice chat based on the Call of Duty Code of Conduct. For disruptive behavior found by our voice moderation, only 1 in 5 users reported the behavior. This gives me hope. A little bit. That's still 20%.
But they're still banning people, even though they're not being fully reported.
Right, but no. The fact that people aren't tattling, what it tells me is that if only 1 in 5 of these things that the AI is catching is actually being reported, that means 1, people aren't tattling.
Oh, yeah.
2, people don't give a shit.
Yeah.
3, these other ones might be just bullshit from the AI.
Well, Ubisoft has an actual like social credit score that you get. And if you get reported or get triggered for certain words, it'll let you know and it'll time you out and then it'll affect your score.
I'm trying to think. What does Ubisoft have live action? Or not live action, like service.
Rainbow
Tom
Six
Clancy.
Siege.
I haven't played it.
For Honor.
Yeah,
Division
For Honor.
2.
Division. That's the thing about Division. If it's supposed to be the COD killer back to the old days, are they gonna like integrate their bully software from Tom Clancy Siege to Division? I don't know.
So it's only 1 in 5 users reported the behavior, showing an unfortunate trend that players often do not report in-game instances to our disruptive behavior team.
I like how it's capitalized. Disruptive behavior.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
Fucking cry me a river. In cases that go unreported, our voice moderation system allows us to take control against players that violate the code of conduct. Active reporting is still critical so that players can raise any negative situations they encounter. I need to make that clip of the dude from BlackRock where he's like, we need to force behavior. Like, I need to get
that one.
I have it in my evergreens on my in my collection of clips, but I need to make that a thing. So let's see what else. To encourage more reporting, we've rolled out messages that thank players for reporting, and in the future, we're looking to provide additional feedback to players when we act on their reports. Could you imagine being that pathetic?
He said some mean words to me.
He called me a bag of sticks in Britain or a British cigarette.
Like I wouldn't even report someone on Twitter when they like threaten lives and whatnot. Like it's like,
Dude, I've been timed out for bullying when I was being bullied, like on Siege. I was like, so basically I killed a guy and then like I kept shooting and I was gonna get the other guy. I got a double kill and then my teammate ran right in front of me and I shot him too.
Oh, he got butthurt that you shot him.
He got mad and he was just like, "You're so stupid. Why'd you shoot me? You shoot me. You shoot me." And then I'm like, Are you retarded? And I'm like, nah, sorry, I'm just American. And he goes, "Oh, you stupid American."
Wait. I'm so confused.
And then I got banned.
It sounded Middle Eastern to begin with, and then it went
Yeah, you
Asian.
kind of switched.
Where are we
No,
going with this?
He's a brown person. That's all I know. I don't know.
Jesus.
I was hoping you responded with that accent.
Yeah.
No, I just said sorry, I'm American, and they just started laughing, and then I got timed out, and then my score went down, and I'm
Well,
like,
that was your
"What
mistake, and you said you're American. That's what
yeah,
you did wrong.
I admitted
Yeah,
to
that's
whiteness,
your
and my score
bullying.
went
You
down.
you were exploiting your privilege.
I sure
Mhm.
was. My double kill. And then another guy called me a beaner, and then I said, "All right." So then I started blasting Banda music. Your words, not mine. Boom, banned.
Your words.
But you said it.
So what is this one? Our voice moderation and reporting combined with username and text chat moderation provide our players combined with username and text chat. Oh, because so you can't have like cocksmoker as your username.
Yeah.
Or like equals D3 or whatever.
Yeah.
Or D equal 3, yeah.
So provide our players with both proactive and reactive protection against disruptive behavior. Reduction in repeat offenders examining month-over-month data. Call of Duty saw an 8% reduction of repeat offenders. That's what this is. This is a giant socializing test. This is a giant.
Oh, yeah.
What if we threaten to take away their games if they talk in ways that we don't approve?
Mm-hmm.
How many people are going to bend the knee so that they can keep playing the game that they paid for because they don't conduct themselves in manners that we approve?
People already bent the knee by buying this game, dude.
Yep.
And
Look,
so did
okay.
Dr. Disrespect and Nick Merckx. Fuck Nick Merckx. Why did we ever care about him in the first place? He's a little bitch.
Hold on. Okay. So the Nick Merckx thing. We knew he was retarded before that happened, right? The guys tried to cancel other people.
Yeah, and he didn't care until the mob came to his door. Then all of a sudden it mattered.
Right. Yeah. But if going into that, you knew that. Like, look, I made videos on Nick Merckx and I knew nothing about him, but I knew he probably wasn't a straight shooter because look, no one that plays Call of Duty is a straight shooter.
I used to watch him. He's cool. He's a good entertainer.
But
it's just when you get into politics, I don't like
yeah. And I think he generally stayed away from that. And what happened to him for what he said wasn't correct. The whole leave the kids alone.
Yeah.
Was
how
what
dare
he said.
he?
And they came after him, and that was horseshit. And so people went to defend him. Doesn't mean you defend him forever. We all knew that he was going to bitch out eventually. That was well known. Everyone predicted it, but that made a point at that moment in time. That was like a thing, and that was a good thing for people who actually care. So what else? Anyone detected to have violated the code of conduct will receive actions such as globally muting from voice and text chat and or restricting other social features, as in you won't be able to play online anymore, right?
Yeah.
Repeat offenders are restricted further, muting them from communication in both voice and text channels within Call of Duty headquarters. Reduction to toxic voice chat exposure. Call of Duty saw a 50% reduction in players exposed to severe instances. I don't like this of disruptive voice chat when Modern Warfare 3's launched. Where did you get your first set of data from? Because this is all a new system and everything. Like, how do you know there was a 50% reduction?
And a bigger sample size too.
When our voice moderation system detects a violation of Call of Duty code of conduct, which results in global voice chat restrictions, players are muted globally. All right, so whoever's using in-game chat, you're a fucking retard.
Yeah, that's kind of an on you thing.
Yeah, well, it's fun, all right. I don't care if I get banned over.
I guess if you're playing by yourself and not with, if you're playing by yourself and not playing with friends or whatever,
it's fun to fuck with.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's worth it.
But if you're like playing with your friends, I don't know why you would use that because usually there's a
Discord.
lot of other services where it just sounds better.
That's what Lethal Light Thing says. He's like, all the slurs went to Discord, man. They're not producing anything.
I mean, that was like my friends and I, we did that all back in the day. We used programs like TeamSpeak and Ventrilo to do our own conversations so we didn't have to worry about any I mean, at the time, that was kind of all you had. Even if there was in-game chat, it was horrendous to begin
Exactly.
Yeah, it
with.
was terrible.
But
And
like,
even
we
if
had
it wasn't-
alternatives that we looked to and went to have conversations where we could just be amongst ourselves and not have to worry about this. I mean, thankfully, then we didn't have this sort of fucking shit to worry about. But I mean, we were already taking steps then to stay away from being banned off of player-made servers, because that was sometimes the thing you had to worry about was people that made their own servers. If they're touchy about what language you're using, you'd get the boot too.
Yeah,
I had fun in some of those servers getting around that sort of shit, but
Oh yeah.
no, yeah, I mean, but yeah, you should not be using the on consoles, the in-game systems that are provided, because yeah, like I even tell people at work, because hey, and we're at any workplace, Big Brother's always watching, because every company has their own little security staff that has cameras around buildings to keep an eye on the goings-ons, and Big Brother's always watching. Big Brother's always listening. So, that's what you get for being in systems like that.
Nah, I like to stick it to them. It's fun. Worth it. It was worth it every time. We're gonna go stream Siege now, and we'll see how quick I get banned. I'll put a little ban timer on there.
Okay.
Do it.
I mean, you can go real hard and like just get banned off of everything you're streaming with.
Right?
Oh, I still haven't gotten banned off Twitch yet. I'm waiting.
Oh yeah, there you go. Do the Swede Twitch stream.
Twitch, yeah. Siege,
Swede.
Swede,
Yeah, there you go.
Tweegee. Yeah, Swede stream. Let me see.
Yeah, and then also like the normies were never gonna boycott Call of Duty.
No,
Look,
I
they've been
know.
buying the same game for how long now?
Well, it's not about getting the normies to do it. It's about any percent lost for a corporation is a big hit and someone gets fired. That's the point. You want them, because it's like they only sold like this much, like that's not much of a loss. No, to them it's a huge loss and heads roll over it. So you don't see it, but when they do layoffs like years later, like a year later, months later, is when you see layoffs in these companies, that's when you take it as a win, because they are losing enough people to where they're like, okay, we really need to convince these guys to get our game, because we're supposed to have everybody buy our game. So it does hurt them in the long run, even though people don't want to like admit that they can't physically see it, because they're big corporations. They have a lot of money that they can hold themselves with.
Were you grabbing the sales numbers? How did Modern Warfare 3 perform this
I'm
round?
trying to find the exact number, but in the first 24 hours, it sold 6.5 million copies.
Ugh.
Okay.
And
So
gross,
there's only been 2 million reports of abuse.
But on what system? That's just it. Because
That's a good point,
it's still released on all the consoles. Well, except for Switch, but like on
Right.
Xbox, on PlayStation,
Wherever
PC. So where are they? Where's this coming from?
well that so I think that report was across the board.
Oh, okay.
And I'm guessing the 6 million copies is across the board as well. I don't know.
so that is still like, see, the thing is though, is that like every brand new game is breaking records because more people are playing video games.
Well, now if we want to talk about Power World, it's real easy to break records if you do something good and your game's half off.
Exactly. It's called being competitive.
Well, yeah, they also don't have a fully fleshed game.
No.
Yeah, there's still some left to be desired. But
How much did
for
PUBG
a
cost?
game? Oh God.
PUBG
That
was
was
a full price.
No, it was a free game, wasn't it?
I think it was
PUBG's free.
because PUBG is the one that holds the record.
Because that's why they got because Pal World's Twitter account got like community noted, because they said that they were the number one like occurring, most people playing at once, and they're like, actually you're only the number one paid game, you're actually number 3 of all time, and above them was CS:GO and PUBG that are free games.
Yeah,
Right.
PUBG is a free to play game. I
So
just
it
looked
was the
on
most
the Steam
played.
page,
Yeah, it was the most played paid game.
which I mean still is a pretty big accomplishment for it. And
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
huge.
the thing is too is like I saw somebody trying to compare it to Baldur's Gate being released on the Game Pass, but I don't think you can compare the two, considering one's a single player game and one's multiplayer, and multiplayer always does better than single player games.
And I think the reason why Game Pass didn't affect Power Worlds is because it wasn't crossplay.
I don't think Baldur's Gate's on Game Pass.
I thought it was
No.
going to game. Oh no, you're right. Sorry,
They
I got
said they're not
That
going.
would
But I
have
know
been
there was the developer of Baldur's Gate was talking about something to do with the Game Pass, and somebody was trying to make a point that with Power World's success, that it proves that the subscription model works.
Are you talking about Peter OVO?
Yeah,
I hate that dude.
which I just,
love hate him. I
which
love.
I just saw that. I was like, wait, but we're seeing that it was bought like on Steam of what 8 million copies or whatever.
He's a
and-
console war guy. He will say anything that shines Xbox in a good light.
Oh, okay.
Everything is.
I got that
Xbox
vibe, but-
good, PlayStation bad. That's all he ever says.
I got that vibe, but I just wasn't 100% sure.
No, he's not serious. I
know,
always
funny
like
is-
his tweets when I agree with him, but I know that the math is never right.
I always see more ponies than I do Xbots.
I think I interacted with so many Starfield people that I don't see Sony ponies anymore.
Okay.
And I think Spider-Man 2 generally just made me sad that I didn't engage. I didn't fight Spider-Man 2 stuff enough because it generally made me depressed. But Starfield, I was fighting with tons of people.
Did you play it?
Starfield?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I told you I did. I played on Game Pass.
Okay.
And it ran terribly and it looked terrible.
See, it ran fine on my
It
computer.
ran terrible for me. I don't know what happened. It was
It
so
ran-
boring.
It ran fine on my computer. It was boring, and then everyone's all like, "You got to play the main story missions," and it's like, but I'm playing like as I'm getting the missions like in order, like like I'm
no one
I'm
plays the
process.
main story when you play a Bethesda game. No one does. You play the side stuff. Okay, so like it should have just been a linear space game then, because the end is actually kind of cool. I thought the whole like new game plus idea was cool. That was the only good idea they ever had.
Which isn't an old thing anyways, considering like back in the day Chrono Trigger did that really
Mhm.
well.
It just didn't. Yeah. They had the idea first, and then they had to make a game second, and then they just didn't. I don't know. That's just what it felt like. PC Master Race. It's turning into that, dude, because there are no console exclusives.
Did you
on
see what Sony came out and said this week?
Mm-mm.
No, what did they
They're
say?
going for a full-on focus on PC.
What? Oh, no one tell Peter OVO this. He'll cream himself.
Yeah, he said that they're going after. They're going to be looking more into They're putting even more money, because just a couple of years ago they said the same thing, and then they said it again, and now they're putting more money into that.
What's
So,
that gonna do?
If we get day and date God of War and stuff like that, the ponies are going to cry so fucking hard.
The
Oh,
only
but no, no,
game
no,
that
no, no,
I've
no.
wanted to play from Sony is maybe Ghost of Tsushima. Otherwise,
You
I could give,
dude, that is
I could give two
only-
shits about any of their
That
games.
game is
They're
so
all cucked
good.
as fuck. They can
Yep.
burn.
Dude, it
That
was
one,
so good.
and then Bloodborne.
Bloodborne.
I've played Bloodborne. It's not bad.
I need
But I-
Bloodborne.
When does it need to
60
come to
FPS.
PC, man?
PS4 basically became known as the Bloodborne machine.
I'm just gonna say the sore the bad. What's it? There's sore losers and then there's annoying winners. The Xbox people that are gonna be like touchdown dancing over this are gonna be way more annoying
yeah.
than the Sony ponies.
Yeah,
Which I am a Sony pony. I've always had PlayStation. I've always thought the exclusives were superior, and then one day I realized, oh hey, there's no reason for me to get a PlayStation. There are no games except 2.
well, that was really the PS5. Like the PS4 was a different story as far as exclusives go.
Well, since the PS4, it's just basically, well, maybe even PS3, it's just been like the remaster editions of
Dude,
so many
yeah.
games.
Well,
bad.
Grand Theft Auto and The Last
God,
of
yeah.
Us,
Yeah.
and then
So they,
Skyrim. but that goes
they
across.
remastered God of War 3. I'm trying to think. I know there's been other
They
trying to
didn't
think
come
what
out
else.
with nearly as many Ratchet and Clanks as I would have liked to have seen them do. And as a matter, and actually, they did do a remaster of Ratchet and Clank, the first one, and
really?
that wasn't. They changed that shit.
I just don't like the new animation style. I
It's
love
boring. It's not as funny as it used to be. Ratchet and Clank used to be hilarious.
I love the first 3 games. It was Ratchet and Clank, Going Commando, and Up Your Arsenal, right?
Yes. Yep.
And then Deadlock was fun. Deadlock was the first
I didn't
game I
play
did
it.
a LAN party with. That was the first time I did LAN. It was Deadlock, and then it was Battlefront. But yeah, good times.
So we were talking kind of a little bit about how we briefly mentioned Activision had massive layoffs. Everyone's favorite octogenarian posted a video about all the journalism layoffs today.
Ooh, yay. Just in time.
What
Will they learn to code?
what does a quartering have against her? I just watched one of his videos. He kept aging her throughout the entire video.
That was
She
great.
And by the end, she was like 1,000 years. She was like freaking Methuselah.
I love no, it's because she gets so butthurt when you mention how old she is.
How old is she?
She's not old, but
I don't know at this point.
when people said how old she was, yeah, they got their accounts.
Well, she says she's a millennial, right?
I don't think so. I
gonna
think
say
she's
so.
actually
said that.
older. I guess millennial. I'm technically a millennial.
Yeah.
Right.
Barely, but
I was gonna say she looks like she's in her probably mid-30s. I'd say.
Yeah, she's a MILF, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
But I
That's
think
not a MILF.
I think she's ashamed of being in her mid.
But she's not married. I don't think she's a MILF. You have
Well,
to be a mother.
that's not due to her age, I don't think.
So she's 40. She's born this year. She's born October 1984. Around then.
Okay.
She's 62.
She is ashamed of her age, is why people make fun of her.
Yep.
What she's probably ashamed is she hasn't accomplished anything by her actual age. She realizes she's just worthless.
She has
she
a wiener
fell
on her
into
shirt.
she fell into the feminist trap.
Yep.
So let's hear what she has to say, and then we can cheer every time.
The entire journalism industry is basically in a free fall. Today, the Los Angeles Times laid off 150.
Anyone notice something funny about this building? The first time I saw this,
looks like a
the temple on Epstein Island.
Oh, shoot.
Well, I'm not familiar enough, Static, but I guess you know.
Oh my
God.
Anyway,
went on the island together.
Oof.
That
You
was
and Luke
just something.
Rukowski went to Epstein Island.
Yeah, he was with them.
Yeah,
Oh,
Luke
just for
Rukowski did go to Epstein Island.
Just
Yes,
for
he
business.
did.
Turn her voice down, please.
Not for business, just for pleasure, okay?
Just look at the wiener on her shirt.
The journalism industry is basically in a free fall. Today, the Los Angeles Times laid off 115 employees. They wiped out their entire DC bureau in an election year. They laid off pretty much all of their sports teams. They killed their entire tech and business section.
There's a lot of bad stuff happening to
darn.
sports news.
Darn.
Yes.
Oh, darn. Those
Because they spent
journalists.
all their money
Aw.
on a.
I hope they know. I hope they can learn to code.
Oh no! Well,
Yeah.
actually, all the
Will they learn to
coders got
code?
fired.
Actually,
That's
that doesn't
racist.
help either. Everyone's
They gotta
getting
learn
laid
how
off
to
in that.
plumb.
Everyone's
Yeah.
getting laid off in software too.
Yeah.
Will they,
Oh,
will they-
no.
oh no! Where will the journalists go now?
So
They
They're gonna
honestly,
emigrate to Mexico.
Laying off
Oh,
all the like journalists, I think actually helps the Democrats because it's been their egregious like cover on media that sympathizes that makes Trump and Republicans like humanized.
I love on Wikipedia, it says like born October 21st, C 1984, age 36 to 39. What the fuck?
That's
how do you
her.
do math? Jesus.
She did that.
That's what it says on Wikipedia.
Some retard on Wikipedia.
Oh, you do it. And you wonder
Voice
why we
makes
don't
me
donate
software.
to Wikipedia. Makes me software.
News
78,
writers, social
damn it.
media
Showing up.
editors, the list goes on. But what's really dark is this is just the latest in months and months and months
Yeah, that's just the LA Times.
of layoffs in the media industry. In fact, tens of thousands of journalists have been
God, keep talking dirty.
20,000
baby.
jobs in 2023.
Oh,
Wonder
yeah.
what
off in the
happened.
past year. Major media companies like BuzzFeed News have completely shuttered their news operations.
That's-
Time
Oh, no.
Magazine
Oh,
also
that's
just laid off a
different.
ton of people. And
Notice that headline. Time Magazine lays off 15% of unionized editorial staff.
Oh.
15% is probably huge.
Yeah.
Off a ton of people, and Sports Illustrated basically shut down last.
Yay! No more
Yes.
retarded Sports Illustrated. Let's go for
Just-
ESPN
No,
next,
here we
please.
go. Let it be in stone that the last hot biological woman who wasn't fat, that was on the swimsuit models,
You said
was
hot.
Martha Stewart. The last not fat, not ugly is Martha Stewart.
Oh my god. Are
And
you
now I gotta
fucking
Google
serious?
something.
I'm dead serious. All the women were either fat or trans.
That's the 1 hour mark, everyone.
You all can jump out at any time you want. Oh my god! Holy shit!
What?
Martha
She
was
looks
on
good.
the cover.
Yeah,
She looked great for being.
Yeah,
ladies.
she looks
Great.
good. Like, Shock's not wrong.
The only woman that's
Huh.
not fat. Last not fat, not ugly woman on Sports Illustrated is Martha Stewart.
Here's the real question: Martha or Pelosi?
Martha all the way.
Oh yeah.
Last week. Pretty much the entire digital media ecosystem that myself and a lot of other millennial journalists
That was very
Nice freeze frame.
Yeah.
What's with
a
the eye
thing.
makeup? Look at her eye makeup.
It makes her look younger.
It does not. Unless
She
she's trying
thinks
to
it does.
unless she's like trying to be Wednesday Addams or something.
Oh, she's too full of life.
well. This is like a weird, like metal wiener shirt. Like if you,
I thought it was like a Stranger Things upside down shirt.
She's older than Steve.
Wow. Actually, she is older than Steve.
where is Steve? Why did he leave?
He
came
saw
up in
himself
has
in the
been-
dressing
No,
with
is
the
that a
check.
wig? Did she
No, it's
color
not
her
a wig.
hair?
That's her hair.
No, no. Look at her scalp. That looks painted.
It does look a little weird. It might be a bad typo. I don't know.
completely hollowed out. And it's not just digital media
It's
sites.
just
Stream's
low
fucked,
res.
by the
It's
way.
low
Local
She's
res.
news
gonna
has
take
been
her stream down.
I know. Maybe. Oh God, you're so right. Fuck.
Yeah.
Taylor Lorenz is gonna come after my stream with 3
Yeah.
people watching it.
The newspaper industry is cratering. Radio is essentially dead aside from NPR, which has been
Which the internet killed that.
No one. I haven't heard NPR in years.
The radio killed. I mean, the internet killed the radio. The internet
I heard
killed
video
the
killed the radio
newspaper.
star.
Radio star.
gutted. Meanwhile, hundreds of workers at Condé Nast, the parent company of pretty much every major magazine from GQ to Vogue to The New Yorker to Vanity Fair, are on strike because they're also
on strike because they're retards like the damn people in Hollywood.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe don't strike when everyone's getting fired.
As a matter of fact, yeah, let's listen to that last bit here, because this is so ironic.
The New Yorker to Vanity Fair are on strike because they're also facing impending layoffs. Even
So you're making it easier for them to lay you off.
We're on strike because we know you're going to fire us. Fuck.
Okay.
It says more about you.
How does that work?
You know, this is what happens when you don't teach critical thinking to these millennials. They have not put it together.
Nope.
I don't get what I want. They're going to fire me, so I'm going to go on strike. That'll teach them. And you know, the executive's like, so we're firing them. They're going to strike because we're firing. That seems to solve itself.
I don't know.
It's almost like the Hollywood writers did the same thing.
Yeah. God. Oh my God. And yeah. Retards everywhere.
Yeah, strike unions are based in socialism, so of course it works.
Yeah. Yeah.
mainstream national media outlets owned by billionaires like the Washington Post, where I work, and the Atlantic, where I used to work, have done layoffs. If you're a young journalist today, there's almost no on-ramp to traditional journalism. Even if you do get a job,
Because traditional journalism is fucked.
Dead.
journalists' salaries have been stagnant and even declined. And by the way, we don't make that much to begin with. I don't think people understand how bad the world would be without journalists.
Oh, it'd be so great.
I think there would be a lot more happier
Well,
people.
Well, no, I think the problem is we don't have journalists anymore. We have opinion
Vloggers.
We have
vloggers.
propagandist shills.
We have propagandists.
Yeah.
We have shills for whichever political party is promoting anything right now. They're mouthpieces. There's no journalism. I mean, this isn't like, this isn't Woodward and Bernstein back in the early 70s. Even they've gone off the rails because they're all about their activism. They're all about they're promoting their political message. That's not what journalism was. Journalism was, I'm reporting the facts, I'm investigating the facts, and this is the truth of the facts that I've learned. Now it's, I'm going to report this thing about Donald Trump. And let me tell you right now, Donald Trump is basically Hitler. I don't know if you're aware of this, but you know what? Donald Trump breathes air. You know who else breathes air? Hitler breathed air. Oh my God, they're the same person. This is my article.
Hold on, you said Hitler. But I just came across this.
Oh no!
Is this the AI stuff?
This is one of them. Yeah.
Wait, are she and Kelsey broken up now?
I haven't heard anything. No. Maybe this is the thruple thing.
Oh my God. That's amazing. I made one with Pokey.
Is the tractor already start snoring? Was that what I heard?
That wasn't me.
Tim took Tim Tast down.
Tim took Tim Tast?
Sorry. Because I was going to say Tim Cast got taken down again, and I go, wait, no, usually Tim takes himself down.
Who was on tonight?
Jesse Kelly. They were talking about the border.
Oh,
yeah. Well, that was probably for the safety of things.
Yeah,
it'll be
so
on
it'll
be on his channel later on.
So
not giving him money anymore, bro.
No one cares about the journalists getting laid off. As a matter of fact, that's that's for the best. But we do have a problem. There is a lot of layoffs going on.
Mm-hmm.
Even the economy's great.
Right. Yeah.
The border secure.
The tech industry. I haven't seen much out of the health industry yet.
No. They just never rehired after COVID.
That's not. There's so many new jobs created. Joe Biden says that they're creating new jobs all the time.
Yeah, all the
granted,
time.
the jobs are the ones that went away. So if you bring back the old job, that's a new job under their metrics.
Pretty much. They're not even defending them anymore. I think their tactic is to just stay quiet because every time they report the news, it just
what the hell's Jeremy doing?
Who?
What?
D-Day?
D-Day Cobra.
Yeah, he's live because Tim Cast got taken down.
Yeah.
Tim Cast got taken down. I cannot say
you keep doing what
Tim
the hell's a Tim Tast?
Tim Tast.
Team Cobb Cooter.
Tim Tam Cooter.
Tin Cup? That was a great movie. Let's talk about Tin Cup.
I'm from Arkansas.
So, while Taylor Lorenz is worrying about her job,
and her hair,
someone else just got their first job.
Wait, actual job or job?
This is a job. This is someone at their first day on the job, or at least
please
their
be
first
Starbucks.
Job.
Oh, I was close. Was it kid?
Yeah, just check it out.
What are your specials?
We have a 2 for $7 on our original chicken sandwiches and a 2 for $5 on our Whopper Juniors and our BK wraps. And also you can get 6 cookies for $3.50.
May I just have one cheeseburger to go, please?
One cheeseburger, is that all for you today?
That would be all.
All right. That would be $2.11.
$2.11?
It's $1.99 plus tax, ma'am. I'm sorry.
What
Cheeseburgers at McDonald's were used to be 69 cents.
Okay, that's all besides the point. That's all besides.
I literally had this conversation with my grandma not too long ago.
So this was a tweet from this person who supports terrorists and genocide in general.
Shocker.
I'm sorry. He's called pro-Palestinian. Stop that.
Right. And they're complaining child labor is back in action in America.
Good.
So this kid is probably 14 or 15 years old, right?
He's probably
He
14,
probably
and
has
I
a
think
worker's
this is
permit.
amazing.
He probably has a work permit from his school and stuff like that to be doing this.
That's
had
what I
my
did.
fir-
I
Actually,
remember.
I did.
In
Yeah.
a lot
I
of
did,
states,
yeah.
you don't need that work permit either. That sounds like a California thing.
Yeah, I didn't
It
need a
is.
work permit. I got my first job when I was 15 years old. 16, I was working at
Gosh, he
McDonald's.
admits he's a communist.
Absolutely correct. Commies don't want children to work. We want them to be kids. There's nothing. This is part of
don't-
being a kid. This is part of growing up. And he's not paying bills. He's just doing his own thing.
Oh, he can spend whatever he wants on it. Yeah.
This is
bro.
what minimum wage is for someone to start learning a job, learning responsibilities of having a job, learning to show up to a job on time. Now, I know arriving on time is racist.
I would never.
It is
White
it is
supremacist.
it is
Actually, don't.
Brent, it is rooted in white supremacy and Western civilization supremacy. Otherwise, throughout the world, no one else abides by time.
I'm
at
big
all.
supporter.
Only us cis white dudes do. It's just me. I'm all about the time because I'm
Didn't
white.
know Ireland was black this whole time.
No,
they
they're
never
just
show
drunk.
up on time.
So we have another commie terror. This person just likes genocide. We'll just leave it at that.
When communism is just making such a big comeback, Jesus Christ!
The capitalist apologists are going to try and spin this like, isn't that cute? What a hard worker. Completely missing the point that a kid his age shouldn't have to worry about paying bills yet.
He's not. He's
He's
buying
not.
Pokemon cards with the money.
No.
That's what I did.
Yeah. There's that. I bought skateboards. I
Yeah.
bought weed. I bought like
When I was 16, I was lucky. My parents bought me a car. It was a $2,000 car, which is fine, whatever. But they're like, you have to pay for it. You have to pay for your gas. You have to pay for repairs. So what did that mean? I had to have a job. And then since I had a car and I wanted to do so with my buddies, we want to go to the movies, want to go to the mall, want to go to the arcade. That means we had to earn money so that we could go out and spend it on ourselves. We weren't paying bills for the house, but I was paying my way. I'm not relying on my mom and dad to give me money anymore. I'm making money. And I made money by working more. So if I wanted more money, I would work more.
Yep.
I'd work overtime. That's how it works. But
and
you
a
know
big
what? It's
problem
so
with
much
that
better.
tweet- the big problem with that tweet is they think that they're paying bills with that job. That job's not meant to pay bills. That job's
No.
meant exactly for this
So,
14-year-old.
But that's the
back
problem, though.
to Duke's point, though, a car to someone who's 16 or even 18, 19 living with his parents, that's freedom.
Yes.
That's earning your freedom.
Yep.
So
And-
that's very common that they don't want young adults to be young adults and have freedom. They have to do whatever the state fucking tells them.
And my condition for getting that car was that I had to keep my grades up.
Yep.
As soon as my grades dropped, I lost. Well, my grades didn't drop. But not that it was.
But
gonna
you were
happen.
under threat that if they
I was
lower-
under threat. Like if you get less than a B plus, you're going to lose your car. I'm like, well, that ain't going to happen. I'm an honor student, for Christ's sake. But it's like,
Show
it's
off.
a threat. It's like you have to keep your. Back when I was really smart. Now I'm just a dumbass lawyer.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Nerd.
This shit didn't tell you I was a nerd. Back then, I was just a nerd that got beat up all the
Okay,
time.
you're a geek. Okay.
I'm a nerd. I click all the boxes. It's like-
Books, nerd, read them.
it was like I was given the opportunity to have a car because I earned that opportunity from my parents. They said, you've done well in school, so therefore we're going to buy you your starter car. And it was a fucking starter car. You got kids today getting out there getting Mercedes and BMW.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit.
Dude.
My car was a 1983 Sunbird. A
Oh,
little
gee.
red two-door Sunbird.
Mine was a 2003 Civic. Like my dad got me a cheap car too.
1987 Caprice Classic, bitches.
When
Yeah.
I did get a really nice car from college. When I graduated from college, my dad bought me a car. He said, I'm going to buy you a car. You're going to use this car for the next, this is your college gift. I'm like, awesome. So I'm like looking at like Tauruses and everything. And we're at like a Ford dealership. He goes, hey, let's look at this Mustang. I'm like, why are we looking at a Mustang? So apparently I got a Mustang.
Apparently,
Nice.
did it happen or did it not happen?
No, it happened. I had a Mustang for 8 years.
Nice.
I put 120,000 miles on that damn thing.
Yeah, these people. So that's the other thing is like these people are commies and they think they should like have that card given to them anyways. They shouldn't have to work for that. Like they don't understand what's actually taking place with this kid.
Exchanges of goods and services. God dang, ain't that
Like,
a hard concept?
This kid might be 16. All right, because you know, do you remember high school and how every year the freshmen just kept looking younger and younger?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what I've been saying.
That doesn't stop when you get out of high school.
No, it gets worse. Freshmen to me look very young right now.
Yeah, he could be driving age and trying to get that car or whatever. Like he's definitely like that could very easily.
Dude, high schoolers had beards when I was in middle school.
Hey, and that
I
kid
had
selling that meal,
No,
he did a good job.
He did.
promoting
Yeah, it was
that shit right
obviously
there.
his mom or whatever making him go through the spiel because who
That's
goes up to
fine.
the Burger King counter and asks what the specials are?
Right.
No,
Maybe
that's
still,
yeah,
it was-
that's his mom. His mom is filming him at his first job.
Yeah.
Good.
And, and good on her for not being his first day because he had the machine down. He knew where he was going.
Yeah.
Like, he knew what to say. And you know what? He's getting, you know what he's doing? He's getting great practice on dealing with assholes.
People.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much. See, but that's the other. There's so much in socialization you don't get. So when I started at McDonald's, I was put up front because honestly, I was a cute kid at the time. So like, oh, he's a cute
Aw.
kid, as opposed to like some of the people we had in back working on the food. And
Oh my.
and
Keep
then
the
I was
gremlins in the back.
Yeah.
the gargoyles. Let the gargoyles cook.
Gosh.
Let the attractive people up front. So you know, and then I was like, I could talk intelligently and keep a conversation with people. So that's why I was up front. And that was my job. It's like I was a cashier, and then I ran the drive-through, which is god awful.
Yeah.
The drive-through is like it's like torture at lunch. Oh my god.
Well, especially back then, because
order?
back then you had to use the styrofoam cups and the string and everything.
Basically, yeah. The wireless was so bad, it was all terrible.
No one could hear you. You couldn't hear them.
It's like Charlie Brown's teacher. Welcome to McDonald's. What can I take your order?
I heard large fry.
I heard fries. I heard fries.
And God forbid if it's
Um,
Ryan Cannell or Kinnell that's in your drive-through.
Please drive up to the window, sir. Oh, my mom. Oh. No one gave a shit. No, we didn't care about that back in the 80s.
Well, yeah, because you spoke English.
Oof. Oof.
It's because I didn't. come
That
from
that
school.
became a thing towards the 90s.
Yes.
It's a good thing I can order my food in Espanol.
Yeah, I
that's
don't go to Taco Bell.
I flaunt my English speaking ways. I don't care.
Are you a Spanglishnian?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we speak a little bit. A wee bit.
So yeah, we've got retarded commies that just don't understand anything. Like
they were properly conditioned through the school system.
Which,
you know, it would be interesting to know to find out how old these people are. Like, what even is this thing?
Probably
I think it's a
30s.
woman. I think it's a woman. I don't know.
It's usually the odds of it being a woman are pretty high.
It says a communist mama, but unfortunately, that word "mama" has lost all fucking meaning.
It doesn't mean anything.
That's how communism wins. Is when words like that lose meaning.
Yep.
Fuck.
Words are dying.
Very brutal and horrific death.
Speaking of dying, yesterday, there was this headline going around Twitter.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about a volcano taco.
No volcano tacos. Those are out of season. Those are a seasonal thing at the taco. Woman 33
yes.
who stabbed her date 100 times to death in weed-induced frenzy is sentenced to 100 hours community
For
service.
every stab.
No,
An
she
hour
actually
of
stabbed him.
trash.
She stabbed him 108 times. So it's not even an hour for every stab.
No, it's like 0.9.
0.9.
Yeah,
It's just 100 times.
it's actually 0.88. Anyways,
Who's the judge?
As judge says, she had no control over her actions after cannabis caused psychotic break.
That's
she was on
still
she had the
manslaughter.
reefer
That's
madness.
3rd-degree manslaughter, you dumbass.
So Bryn Specker, 33, killed brief partner Chad O'Malia, then
Aw, the poor-
26.
Chad
We
taken
lost
down.
another Chad. No.
No.
And you got 26 dating a 33-year-old? I don't know. After hitting bong.
Mm-hmm.
Am I the only one that's ever hit a bong?
She may have
On
just
this panel?
entirely smoked way too much reefer.
They were sharing the bong.
No, just bowls.
Like, I want to know what else. There's no way it was weed and just weed in this bong.
No way, yeah.
Well, don't forget the
Well-
weed today is a lot more concentrated than it used to be.
Well, and even wasn't it?
There's no way it was just weed in this bong.
I'm
way.
pretty certain it was. There's no way it could be anything else.
We'll read on. We'll see. Maybe.
Oh, it's California. There's definitely fentanyl in there.
Judge said she had a psychotic break from reality when handing lenient sentence. Victim's family cried when verdict was given and warned it gave everyone who smoked marijuana in this state a license to kill.
Yeah, dude, that's true.
Well, that'll
Holy
thin out
crap.
California's population.
Yeah.
Dear Lord.
Oh, that's interesting. Breaking news. Kenneth Eugene Smith becomes first person to be executed by nitrogen. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
Huh.
What did I do? Freeze him off? Like,
I saw
That's
something
cool.
about that.
Wait, did they keep his head?
that's what I'm saying. Like, is this some Walt Disney shit?
Yeah.
Anyway, a California woman who stabbed a man she was dating 100 times and killed him before turning the knife on herself and her dog.
Leave the
has
dog
been
out
handed-
of it. God damn.
Oh my god, you should have just
PETA's
stopped
for.
it yourself.
So yeah, this almost makes me wonder if this is in first degree. She's like, if I'm going to take him out, I have to make it look so crazy, go after myself and my dog.
See, the real problem is you can't
wall-
get
the
enough
wall
of
for
these
her.
for new stories.
I'm telling you, it was PCP was in this shit.
Yeah, it does sound like PCP.
So has
Maybe
been
acid.
handed 100 hours of community service. Bryn Specker, 33, was given the astonishing low sentence following psychiatrists ruling that the tragedy was 100% caused by cannabis-induced psychosis,
100%. Are you
which she
kidding me?
suffered after taking 2 hits from the victim's bong.
Oh my god.
I knew it was his bong and it's his weed. He didn't put PCP in there. She's a fucking nut job. She needs to be in an institute. The judge ruled that Specker experienced a psychotic break from reality and had no control over her actions when she killed Chad O'Malia, then 26, on Memorial Day weekend 2018. Holy crap, this has been going on for 5 years? 6 years. Holy crap.
Yeah.
She'll spend 100 hours educating others on
Oh my, it's even worse. They don't even make her do fucking labor.
All right. She'll spend 100 hours educating others on marijuana-induced psychosis and 2 years probation, but has promised to spend the rest of her life debunking the myth that cannabis is harmless.
Oh my
This sounds like a
God.
conservative hit piece now.
It sure does. Is that her?
Well, even in California, what's his face? Who the fuck is the governor? I forget now.
Gavin Newsom.
Newsom, thank you. He was wanting to kind of crack down on some of the sales or the people growing themselves because of the quote unquote black market weed that they were suffering from because their dispensaries were not doing so hot, and they thought it was gonna be a big tax boom, which it turned out not to be, because California is a pretty decent place to grow a lot of weed. And a lot of people did not say how many plants they had. So they were growing their own shit and not paying the bullshit prices that was being done in the dispensaries and everything. So they were taking a hit, and he wanted to crack down on it too.
Yep.
So you could say it's a conservative hit piece, but at the same time, it's just probably California be like, we need to do something about this because we're losing money.
Yeah, that was.
We thought we were going to get money.
How
but they
can
didn't
we
learn
pay
from Colorado
for all these illegal immigrants to get sex changes unless who can tax the shit out of people
True.
smoking marijuana?
Exactly.
Actually,
There you
I'm
go.
for euthanizing illegal aliens, but
Wow. You're not in Canada, brother.
Shock, you're a little more base than us.
I don't think that's base. I think that's homicidal. Did you hit the bong too?
I sure did. It was statics. Now I killed him. That's the way.
God,
I don't have a bong. What do
We
you
are
think
so
I
not
am?
playing pile war with you tonight, man.
I'm not a fucking Hessian. So Amelia's family cried when the sentence was read out in the Ventura Superior Court. Okay, so they're in LA.
Oh,
With
damn,
this
man.
victim's father warning
too
it
far.
gave everyone who smokes marijuana in this state a license to kill. Does that sound about right to you, Brad?
Yeah, sounds correct.
It definitely opens up the possibility of argument.
What's that tattoo on her
so
foot?
the real here again, the problem for me is what is going on with her face?
She stabbed
she
herself
did
in the
to
neck.
Cut herself up.
That is that I don't know if that's tatting or stabbing wounds. It's
They look
Those
like
are
it's
cuts.
Yeah. She doesn't have crazy eyes. Yeah. Here's my problem from my perspective as a lawyer. I hate reading these articles because I can never really get what's actually going on. It's like someone,
Right.
it's like when a client tells me, I read this case and it said this. I'm like, well, I need to see the case. I need to see the details before I actually look at it and say, okay, now I know what's going on. I'm getting a non-legal perspective. I'm getting a perspective from a reporter who is interpreting what happened as opposed to understanding what actually legally occurred in front of the judge. What documents were put forward? Who were the psychiatrists involved? What was the vetting involved? You know, who's got what qualifications, that sort of thing. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just this is for me what is lacking when I find all these articles talking about legal proceedings. Same thing with like
Right.
Jonathan Majors. I'm like, I can't make a call. I don't know what's happening. No one's reporting on it. They're just giving the post game of a bunch of people who don't know anything about the law.
Yeah.
Well, that's when they're only given X amount of details. Like I'm sure the police and stuff can't give out everything for what the case is pertaining to.
Oh no,
so
yeah,
they
this
are
is
only-
no, this is a court. This is a criminal case in a court of law. So this is all in front of the public. You may not be able to get the police reports, but everything that's occurring is occurring in open court. It is public knowledge. And if I had a trial in criminal court, anyone could walk in and see what I was doing. If I was prosecuting a sex crime case, you could walk in and watch me do it. You're not forbidden from walking in. The public's allowed to be in. So anything that's said, if there's a court reporter, someone could buy that transcript. They go, I'm interested.
But how much information are they really getting from all that is kind of what I was trying to.
Well, they're getting
get
more.
to.
If you would get, it's probably more that I would understand than a general public would understand, just because of my legal knowledge.
Right.
So I could read a transcript and have a better understanding. But again, that's where like these things, I'm like, I'm missing a lot. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the argument's being made. I need to see pleadings. I need to see transcripts to really understand how the judge got to this point.
But okay, so without that, you can't because of the ruling. Do you think that what the dad is saying is correct though? That like this now enables more people to use marijuana as an excuse?
Again, I think it's a colloquial response.
Okay.
But if we're just going from the idea of this person said, I had a psychotic break because of marijuana. Now there's being a precedent set of some sort. Now, how much precedential value this case has going forward, I don't know. But someone can look at it and say, look, this has been done before. So it's worked once. So maybe someone's going to say, I'll try it now. You know, it's also a case-by-case basis. This is not like a ruling from an appellate court. So like when the Supreme Court hands down a ruling, this has gone through so many levels that it is now, you know, it's been vetted and argued, and now this is an actual ruling. This is a trial judge making a ruling based upon facts specific to this case. So if there are enough facts in a future case that matched this one, potentially you could say, Judge, if you go back and look at this case where this woman killed this guy after a psychotic break for marijuana, you will find that the facts are very similar to the case that we have with my client who did the same thing. Therefore, I think the ruling should be in my client's favor this way. I think it presents the possibility, but again, it is all very factually specific. These are not appellate rulings; these are trial rulings. So this is a trial judge in a criminal court. It's just because one person is found guilty in a criminal court by a jury or by a judge doesn't mean that another person will be found the same thing down the road. But it does present attorneys a roadmap to make an argument in the future if there's a similar enough fact pattern.
What? So I'm thinking.
Well, I spoke English,
so I'm right. I'm thinking about like the punishment, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
punishment makes no sense to me.
Well,
no
okay,
sense.
No, that doesn't. And I'm like, maybe her punishment should be a test subject, like, because this is a very, very rare occurrence for just marijuana, and I think her brain needs to be studied.
Well, third-degree manslaughter is still like unintentional fit of passion.
Is that what was it? What was the actual charge?
So she was found guilty of manslaughter in December of 2023.
Okay, so
jeez.
First off, you have to point out that different states have different laws. For instance, like I'm going to go back to Jonathan Majors in New York. He was charged with assault. Now, assault in New York means you physically have hit somebody. In Florida, where I practice law, and when I was a criminal prosecutor, assault actually does not involve physical contact. So it's the threat of physical contact. In our state, when there's physical contact, that's called a battery.
Wow.
So if I were to make a threat to someone and say, I'm going to kick your ass, that sort of thing, that could be considered assault if I'm making physical movements that it creates a feeling of fear that I'm about to be, that the victim is about to be.
Is that assault in Texas? Because Hank Hill does that.
I don't know what the Texas laws are. You don't know from state to state to state. And like sentencing in states is totally different. Like OJ got this weird verdict in Vegas from like 18 to 22 years. We don't do that in our state. We have guidelines. So when you are convicted, you don't serve a range of time. You are sentenced. When I would sentence someone as a criminal prosecutor, and I would go off the guidelines. Let's say I sentence someone on a third-degree felony. That means it can get up to 5 years in prison. Not jail, prison. So if they scored based on the way we would do the calculations, we'd have guidelines where you'd score prior records. They'd all have a point value. You'd have the current point value. You'd have enhancement values. If they scored 36 months, that means they would be sentenced. If I got that verdict and asked for it, they would be sentenced to 36 months. That's the minimum they have. That's the minimum sentence. Now, in the state of Florida, if I recall, and if I think it's still the law, you have to serve between 80 and 85% of your sentence before you can get a parole, get out. So that's where, like, so if someone went in for 36 months, you'd have to serve at least 85% of that. It's much more defined, which is kind of like what I preferred as an attorney, understanding, like, I knew what my sentences were going to be. Like, I look at New York City or New York State, I look at like OJ's case in Vegas. I'm like, what's with this range? I serve from 1 to 75 years. What the hell is that? No, you get your sentence. It's simple.
So I just read something, and it's the guy's fault. She said she felt pressured by O'Malley, who was a regular smoker and who she'd been dating for a month.
He pressured her, so she retaliated by stabbing him 100 times.
108.
Is that how many times he pressured her? He pressured her 100 times.
Well, they've been dating for a month, according to that last sentence. I don't care to read the rest of this.
This is why men don't date. Because you might get stabbed 100 times.
Don't go getting your girlfriend high
smoke
for
a
the
lot of
first time.
pot.
It's a good point, actually. He's been trying for a month. She hasn't gotten second-handed yet.
Okay, so one, he was a bit retarded. If she'd never smoked before, and the first time was giving her the bong, that's just a bad idea. If nothing happened, she's gonna fall asleep.
Well, if he's a regular smoker, most likely he is hitting a harder THC level, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's probably smoking stuff that has a much bigger hit.
Yeah.
You don't start you don't when you first get a car, you don't drive a freaking Ferrari, right? You start in like, a little Prius or maybe a little Taurus or something. You start in a low level car. You don't go from 0 to 100. So if he's smoking high grade shit and he gives her high grade shit, I can see that it messes her up.
I don't
But
know.
at the same time, I don't think that's an excuse to like negate her guilt. I mean,
to
if it's a
give the benefit of the doubt, I don't think he would have given her something crazy. If they've been dating for a month and he's been
No.
trying to talk her into smoking weed, he's probably, look, I got a
what
smaller
else was he
patch."
trying to talk her into?
I'm not giving him any benefit of the doubt of this because he gave her a fucking bong. You don't smoke out of a bong your first time. You
He's an
smoke out of a pipe,
idiot.
maybe a
Just
joint.
because he's an idiot doesn't mean
because
he
he's a
deserves to be
dumb pothead.
stabbed
You hit a
100
joint.
times.
You hit a joint, right?
You only need to hit it once.
Yeah.
The twice, and then you
And
get
she did a bomb
stabbed 100
twice.
times.
And you know what? It was probably some like fucking massive. like,
Well,
this
you
guy-
It
murdered him
said,
for no
like I said,
reason.
It says he was a regular smoker. So this is like, hi, I haven't smoked anything. I'm going to hang out with Snoop. Snoop, what do you got for me? Snoop, give me what you're smoking.
Doesn't
and
mean you
yeah,
stab him 100
and you
times.
hit that, and you're gonna be on your ass, and you're not gonna want to move. That's what weed does. Weed makes you lethargic, lazy,
And hungry.
after a certain point in time. Now, not all
Paranoid.
not all weeds do that, but like the
No.
ones that everyone likes do that.
Yeah. Then you run for the board.
I did have a buddy in high school that when he smoked weed, he actually had like the creative stuff and all of that shit going on. That the rest of us didn't. We just wanted to watch fucking South Park.
What kind of art would he do? Like painting or like build stuff?
He did painting. He did a lot of painting, and he wanted to fucking skate.
Oh no, no!
And
I'll
that
watch
never
him
worked for me. That
I'll
never
watch
worked.
him paint though. That sounds fun.
Well, we'd go get high, and they'd all want to go skate, and I'm like, I can't fucking jump.
I just imagine Static like passing a joint, and his friend's like, "Do you have any pastels, bro?"
Bro, I need a canvas now.
I need a canvas. It's right here. No,
Jackson
no,
Pollock,
man.
what the hell?
He actually wouldn't paint around us. He kept that to himself.
Oh no, he was gay.
I think that's why he did it, because he probably thought that we all thought it would be gay if him doing art.
Well, tell him I think his paintings are great.
I'm trying to think. That's about all I've got. I've got another one. I've got the seahorse dad thing, but like we beat that like a dead horse. Like a woman came in to get a mastectomy. Turns out she's 6 months pregnant. The deuce calls it a seahorse dad.
Ooh.
She's just really fat.
Right, yeah.
Oh my god, she's fat, of course.
Well, I didn't look. I just saw the headline.
What the hell is the
I don't think they
Legion
have.
doing
Yeah, there's
right?
no picture of this thing.
What the hell's going on with the Legion on Twitter right now?
Hold on, I'll be back.
What do you mean?
Ryan or Legion of Memers?
Legion of Memers.
Pull it up.
It's like, what the hell?
The diaper.
This is,
Oh, the
this is-
AI stuff with X-ray?
Well, they got
What?
this fast airbender thing, and then they got, what is this? An article: excessive farting passenger forces American Airlines to turn around in its culture.
Yeah, you should share this. This is hysterical.
Hold on, let me see if I can do this. Hold on a second.
I'm gonna share it with Static. That's so funny. Or are we allowed to share screens?
I don't know.
Let me see.
What the hell is going on here?
There it is. This is great. It's AI art with Ryan. X-ray
Yeah, I saw
girl,
this.
and then there's comments.
Is that comments?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that Wolverine's supposed to be that tall.
I was gonna say that's about right for
Oh
Wolverine.
yeah, X-ray looking good.
No, just click Legion of Memers. It's a repost from someone in Black Sparings Returns.
Black Sparings.
Uh,
Oh, dude, I found a new Dermy meme. I'm putting Dermy's face on this guy. Absolutely. Oh, you got a snort out of me.
Yeah.
Purple hair girl. This is great.
What the
Oh, you want to
fuck?
see him? Okay, here, let me share my screen.
What the fuck?
What? That boy ain't right.
What the hell is Alex?
None of these
Stein
boys
doing
are
this?
right.
Yeah.
Ah,
Keep
Oh my
scrolling.
god.
great.
What the hell? Is
Culture
that?
looks like he's ready.
There you go.
Oh man,
They go hard on culture.
they do. He loves it. Oh man, let's give it a
What the hell is
retweet.
Alex Stein doing on stage?
Oh, nice.
Hey, wait. Wasn't Tim Pool supposed to be on Alex Stein tonight?
No.
no,
No,
he was on it.
Alex
saw-
he's with Chrissy and all the other girls at a comedy club in Dallas or something.
But I saw Alex Stein's thumbnail for tonight, and it had Tim Pool on it.
Well, he's
Maybe he's
in-
talking about him. Clickbait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not-
he was
it's not
talking. It was,
the
Oh,
it
you
was
know what?
Civil-
It is
Civil
clickbait
War.
because of all the stuff going on. Yeah, the Tim Pooling. The Tim Pooling is happening.
Oh, Civil War.
yeah.
Civil War.
We don't say that on this channel. We just call it the Tim
Oh,
Pool.
the Tim Pooling.
Tim
Yeah.
Pool.
Well, I don't know. Like, Jack Posobiec said it's blown out of context, but to me, the federal government is saying, "Hey, you better let us through your property, Mister."
It's yeah, like I forget who said it, but someone was like, all they said was the federal government could go in and cut down the razor wire. They didn't
Mhm.
say that Texas can't go put up more.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
But
just
that's
go around.
even more evidence to civil war, because what's the
th-
federal government doing trying to cross their borders
Look.
when there's fence in the way?
Look, this is not like Obi-Wan trying to cross through that little gate. Okay, we
That fucking gate.
it's just they go around. Okay, he's like, so if we can't get to it, maybe we go around and come at it from the other side.
Yeah, Arizona's wide open, people. Come on.
Oh, they're coming through.
It's too
Oh,
hot,
they're-
bro.
I know they're too busy trying to assassinate Carrie Lake.
Oh,
That's
when are you gonna be on Bloodbath, Duke?
It's Monday nights.
Not a good time.
Are Monday nights no good for you either?
It depends. I don't know. It depends on how tired somebody is.
Yeah, it's also late. We do 7 Pacific.
Yeah, you guys started like
We're
10,
West Siders
10:30
over
my
here.
time. I mean, if I did, I could only stay on for an hour or so.
Yeah.
And I
well,
have to have nothing the next day.
If there's something that comes up that you want to talk about,
Oh yeah, I know.
You know,
just say the words.
Yeah, but I don't know much about politics, so, and I'm certainly not opinionated.
yeah, I know.
No,
way more
you're
than
you're
you.
not you're not the one over here kind of like meandering down that alley at all. No, that wasn't you. Kind of started the show off talking about illegal immigration, I want to say. And that's right. We say illegal immigration in this neck of the woods.
Everything is
Illegal.
fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Nothing is
Everything
happening.
is awesome.
It's great. Everything's wonderful.
Everything
It's
is
nothing
fine.
happening. The great replacement theory is insane. Whoever came up with that.
It's just a conspiracy theory.
It's conspiracy.
CNN in 2015.
It's not like we have let in over 6 million people that are known. Not that there's more gotaways. Not that this exceeds the population of many states and many cities. I mean, literally, we have probably allowed into this country more than the population of our biggest city, New York City. But like, hey, let's remember that Trump is a fascist, and he's the reincarnation of that failed Austrian cartoonist. Okay, Joe Biden is a savior. Uncle Joe, did you see Uncle Joe today? He was talking about beer, and he's like, beer, Wisconsin, go USA. What the fuck?
Well, and then people cheer.
Yeah, because we're a bunch of
Well, that's because the little green light
it's
tells
like the
them
Disney
to.
shills. The Disney show. It's like they say that this us right-wing Republican-leaning people are a fucking cult. True, I was shot under pressure.
I remember when he
Y'all
did
are
that big
fucking morons.
speech with the red lights at the White House, and all the Biden
Oh.
supporters were like, "He Vadered! He Vadered!"
They didn't say he Vadered.
They basically did. They clapped.
I know they clapped,
but no one
I
is
can't believe
cheering on persecution of anybody. No one is cheering on the persecution of any political enemies.
Except for
No
the
one thinks it's wonderful. They're keeping a bunch of people unlawfully in prison, apparently suspending habeas corpus in DC for people who just walked through the freaking mall. That's fine. That's fine. Let's just do that. We're not keeping political prisoners. Trump is a real danger because apparently Joy Reid says he's going to kill everybody. He's going to put them all on trains and lock them away. Wait a minute. I kind of think that's happening now, Joy. The fact that Joy Reid was allowed to even talk when Trump was president proves that he's not a fucking dictator.
Yeah.
The fact that all these people are out
and
there
he didn't see
saying
his,
all this, none of them were put in prison. None of them were put in prison. I mean, maybe he wanted to smack him upside the head, but he's the president of the United States, right? He's got unlimited power. So what did our dictator do? He let him talk. What did our dictator do during the Summer of Love? Did he dispatch the National Guard? No, he didn't. Did he send in the Marines? No, he didn't. Did he wave off posse comitatus? No, he didn't. He let everyone burn everything the fuck down.
Because they were waiting. They wanted him to. They wanted him to so bad.
Because he was a Yahtzee fascist.
Yep. They wanted.
That's what Yahtzee fascists do.
So bad.
They let it happen.
The National Guard. Trump send in the National Guard, and then they make fun of him when they're throwing Molotov cocktails at the White House for going in the bunker.
Bunker boy. Then all of a sudden, he's bunker boy.
I mean, there's no insurrection on May 29th. They didn't burn down one of the oldest churches in this country. They didn't attack the White House.
You know what's crazy though is I read a report that what was it? That they trashed the church and they were criticizing Trump for not protecting it. But they didn't mention at all that they went to the White House that day. Like I found that out like years
Trump for going
later.
down there to take a photo.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he took a photo too.
Well, they criticized him for carrying a Bible.
That was the best.
Yeah.
And admittedly, it's interesting he didn't burn holding a Bible, knowing Trump. Sorry, I don't think he's the most religious person in the world.
No.
I always found it funny. It's like, everybody sends me Bibles. I love getting the Bibles. They're beautiful. I love the Bibles.
I don't think we've had a religious person in the White House since maybe
Carter.
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, Bush says I don't know about Bush.
And none of them are.
Yeah. Okay. So they went to church, right?
Yeah.
Like they went to church, but otherwise, like that. I don't think they were religious at all. That was just a look. I don't think Reagan was Hollywood.
Yeah. I think Jimmy. I think Carter. Carter
Jimmy
was a Southern
maybe,
Baptist. He was Southern Baptist. He admitted he had lust in his heart. All right, y'all don't remember that. Sorry.
No. As a matter of fact, I wasn't. I was barely here for Reagan. So
yeah.
I think I was alive for his last 2 years, maybe something like that.
Oh, I remember when he got shot. I remember coming home, and that was on TV. My mother was like freaking out. She like grabs a VHS tape and starts recording it. Just like, this needs to preserve for history. I'm like,
dang,
okay.
She wasn't wrong.
No.
Shit. Now you have to have now you got to open up OBS.
Yeah.
because they'll do everything they can to remove stuff from the internet, man. There's been some I can't think of anything in specific, but recently I've been looking for stuff that I know exists that
I can't find articles or pictures anymore. It's ridiculous.
And Google, it's come out that Google's search results are fucked. Like more fucked than you could have even have imagined. And I've kind of been noticing that as well. Like,
and Brave is still not powerful enough to be a replacer.
When you used to go and like look for images of people, like it would always be whatever that most popular image was. That's not the case anymore.
All right,
That's
so
not the
let's point out today something happened with images. AI generated images by a certain pop star.
Oh, Taylor Swift, right.
So I'm like, okay, so they got to be out there somewhere, because I'm like, I'm like, so what is it? What's really being done?
Right,
I mean,
dude, I did the same thing.
Because we've all seen AI generated images, right? So like, what is actually being done? And I just did a Google search, and I could not find anything. I didn't even get a 4chan hit. They didn't give me any links to 4chan, which you would think 4chan or Reddit.
Oh, 4chan. No, 4chan is suppressed like crazy.
Yeah.
But no, Taylor Swift AI was going nuts earlier today. And here's so
I've been seeing it for weeks too.
Here's all you see. So it doesn't matter how famous someone is. She's a white billionaire, so she will grow up. So she will be fine. Doesn't give you authority to create her disgusting AI pictures. Grow up. Taylor Swift AI is disgusting as hell. Women should be respected. Protect Taylor Swift. It doesn't matter how famous someone is. She's a white billionaire, so she'll be fine.
He said the same thing.
Authority to create her disgusting Taylor Swift AI pictures. Women should be respected. Respect it like these are fucking bots.
Where's Kenzo? Is Kenzo
definitely
defending his
Kenzo's
queen?
army of bots? 100%.
And then there was something else that I saw. Like
it's odd that they're all saying the exact same thing.
And you know what? So like, did you guys see the Kansas City Chiefs one that came out earlier this week? She's like naked, bent over in the crowd after the game, and like
I've seen a lot of those. Actually,
but that didn't happen.
Which one specifically?
No,
that wasn't real.
She's like all painted up yellow and red. It was not real,
bro. I've seen a lot.
They did not have a giant Taylor Swift gangbang after the game.
I don't know. It's the playoffs.
Not on the field, at least.
Oh, okay.
There was something else that was happening when I was looking at this earlier, where they're all like, "This is the person who started it," and then I'd scroll down more, and a few tweets later, it'd be someone completely else saying, "This is the person started. You know what to do."
Oh God.
So I'm trying to think right now. Yep. Now Twitter won't even let me load more of this. I think there's been a move to remove all of the Grody.
Yeah, as soon as I clicked on the thing Dermy posted in the DMs, it didn't even give me anything.
He typoed the shit out of that.
Yeah.
He had to put the Y in Taylor.
I mean, look,
that's what I get for trusting him.
I can go on to Stable Diffusion or Midjourney and do it right now. We can all do whatever you want with these fucking AI art generators these days. And the only reason is like someone published it. You mean like this hasn't been happening before? You think this isn't going on? Give me a break. People will do it for themselves. They'll have their own little images. They'll make their own little albums, and then they'll fucking jerk off to it. That's all it's going to be. And you can't stop. What are you going to do? Just stop it entirely? They're just going to save it on their computers. Who gives a shit? It's like
AI porn is, to me, is on the same level as cartoon porn. Not that interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen some of this deep fake shit where like I've seen they have the deep fake shit where they paste like the celebrity's head over porn artist, right? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't get it. I think it's weird, but
It's like someone pastes a picture of like Taylor Swift over some porn actress's body doing something, and she has a Russian accent. I'm like, what?
Breaking the illusion. God.
Now, mind you, probably in 5 or 6 years, it's not going to matter since they're going to be able to do whatever the hell they want, which will be cool because we can get like the actual adventures of Han, Luke, and Leia after Return of the Jedi. But the problem is it's going to be by the Disney people there, so they're going to, be General Leia.
I can't.
It's always General
I can't
Leia.
put on a VR headset and LARP as Luke Skywalker banging Mara Jade. Damn.
Oh, you can, but they're probably going to erase her or make Mara Jade a dude.
Oh crap! You're right. Now I'm sad again.
and then because it makes sense that Luke would have a kid named Ben, right? That would make sense. But why would Han?
Why would Leia
Han
have a kid named
well, we know why now because Leia had a great adventure with her friend Ben.
Oh my god!
Did they set that up? Or is that just like a post retcon?
Post retcon. They're not that intelligent.
No, because if you go back and watch Star Wars, Leia was just like, "I'm sorry, you're so sad about your friend Luke."
Yeah.
Who I have no idea who he was. He's some general. I'm keeping the secret because it's very important. My planet was exploded.
My planet was exploded. Like it would matter at this point in time.
The rebellion is about to be attacked. I'm going to maintain the secret that I had this great adventure with Obi-Wan Ben Kenobi 10 years ago when you and I were both 9 years old. We didn't know we were twins at the time. But hey, we got Stargate though.
Yes, thank God for that. Thank God for that.
Are they going to ruin it?
Shut up! Don't even start that, Static.
Hey,
don't.
Look,
don't.
Look, they can ruin it. Like they've ruined Trek. They've ruined Trek. But you cannot erase. You cannot erase 5 series, even some of them not so great. 5 series before 2005. You cannot erase 40 years.
I'm sorry,
Star
Static.
Trek.
I overreacted.
I was going to say because so Doctor Who's fucked, right?
Fuck, dude.
But I don't have
Worst.
a problem going back and watching
old
even
stuff,
Tennant's stuff.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Same with Game of Thrones.
I can't go back and watch Game of Thrones because it's too tied in.
Yeah, exactly. The end
Because
fucks the whole thing on Game of Thrones.
I can divorce Star Wars after Revenge of the Sith. But at the same time, like I can go with Rebels, I could go with Clone Wars, and maybe 1 season of Mandalorian, but that's about it. I can't go with the sequels. And I can't go with ass Oka. I'm certainly not liking Kenobi because that is not canon. Andor happened. I know it happened. I know I saw it. Whatever. And the Acolyte? Why? I'm certain Harvey's assistant has some great things lined up. Just like she lined up great things for Harvey.
Can't wait. I'm sure she partake. She just uses some of her own personal interest too.
Well, just like how Ryan Kennel always, but it's like, well, it's not like he was going to fuck her. So, she figured out which lesbian, as a lesbian, she figured out the one that was most attractive to her and figured Harvey'd think the same thing. Allegedly. In Minecraft. In Minecraft.
For some reason, my governor is trending, and someone was asking about her, and I said, I don't know. No one could find her. And that was earlier before the show.
She barely been reported missing.
No one's. I don't know. I can't figure out why it is that she's trending right now. I've got some Q-tard shit. Supposedly some election stuff came through from yesterday.
I was in Arizona before that election, and there were Kerry Lake signs all over the place.
Oh, it was in 2022. I was delivering pizza Halloween, the Halloween before the 2020 election. Every house. There was even houses that incorporated Donald Trump decorations into their Halloween decorations. Like it was just absolutely insane.
There's a lot in California too.
It's rigged. Oh my god.
What? How dare you?
Yep.
Peacock $1 billion in 2023.
I think Peacock's toast.
Oh, it's been.
You know why it's toast? Because they're losing WWE, I think, partially.
Oh, you know what? They're
they're
going to lose a
going over
good
to
chunk of that
Netflix.
because it's Netflix.
Yep.
They weren't making much even with the WWE stuff.
Okay, so here's a question. There's a lot of WWE stuff going on with all this.
Yeah,
Netflix
down
stuff.
here.
That doesn't
We
even
got the
start-
Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that doesn't
We got
even
the Royal
start
Rumble.
until
Oh.
next year, I want to say.
Yes. Yeah, so Raw
so-
is on Netflix next year.
Yeah. So, how many people here ever watched wrestling?
I did.
A little bit.
Okay,
I
so
watched in the 80s.
Attitude Era.
Yeah,
I
I
watched
watched
the
not the
very
Attitude
little
Era,
bit
no.
when I was a kid.
And I watched the Attitude Era
I switched between WCW and WWF.
Yeah,
on
yep,
Monday nights.
I watched both of them, and I watched them on Saturday and Sunday, I think.
Yeah, they had weekend shows
Yeah.
too.
And never got super into it. I don't think I'll ever be able to get into it again.
I peek in and out.
It's actually, I've peeked in and out. I actually enjoy the games. The
Yeah, the games are fun. as hell.
WWE 2K
Oh,
games
yeah.
I've actually.
Okay,
that's
I
what
bet the
I've
games
known.
are great. Yeah.
Well,
They are
there was
The games are great for the full customization.
Right,
They
so,
brought
like,
back for 23. They brought back the advanced
Yep.
entrance
Yep.
making. So I was sold.
Ooh, I only played 2003, I think.
Oh, I was playing it before 2020 is
Oh.
when it went off the rails. They did WK
Yeah,
2020.
that was a
It was
horror.
terrible.
They lost Ukes.
Yep.
Ukes was no longer developing
Yep.
for them. They handed it off to a completely new developer
Terrible.
instead of giving them
What year?
time. Giving them time
2020.
to
WWE 20,
Oh,
2K 2020.
instead of giving them time to properly
Yep.
develop the game and get used to the new coding, they're like, no, get it out.
Yep.
It's like, oh my god, you
Damn.
fucking
It was
retards.
so bad.
I got back into the games with the
I went back to 19.
2019.
I went back to
Yeah,
19.
I can't. I checked back in at 2019. I was like, oh, okay.
And then
I mean, I don't know who half this fucking roster is.
yeah,
But you got enough of the old school guys. I'm like, oh, okay, I know them, and I can create my guys. Oh, sweet. I mean,
yeah, I would create like Marvel and DC characters, and then I'd have a separate like superhero show.
Nice.
So like the belt
Oh,
was
yeah,
was
yeah,
it was like the Infinity Belt. So I made the Infinity Belt
That's
as a
good.
champion for like the Friday night show that I ran.
yeah, I did. I downloaded a bunch of people's created characters because they had like Mortal Kombat characters and shit like that.
They put a lot of work into them. I mean, that's like some,
people are
the really
tism
good
levels
the
were
really
high.
good
It
call
was great,
creators
though.
are really good, really good.
Yeah.
Then there are the shitty people who just like put something together like this is Homer Simpson. It's a guy with yellow skin.
Yeah, you gotta really sort through them.
But when you would like put the entrances together, you put the celebrations
Yeah.
together, and just like I would run it just to run it. I wouldn't play it. I just run it as a sim. Just see what
Oh, I
happens.
played the shit out of it. I went for the full power fantasy. I'm like, I want my character. I want to kick ass.
Yeah.
But like now they're like when people leave, it's like, oh man, I don't get to use Edge's music anymore. Edge had great music.
Yeah. Well, I looked into how to swap out music, so I started implementing and importing my own
Yeah, but
music
that-
in for all the custom entrances and stuff like
yeah,
that.
but that doesn't work on consoles. It's only going to work on
Oh,
PCs.
Yeah, you poor console people.
Well,
You're so
well,
limited.
I got my
Not
now you
anymore.
can though. Not anymore, baby.
Now I can. Great. Then I can create my Daredevil character again and use like the Daredevil theme from the Daredevil movie.
Exactly.
Which is what I did in 2003. When you were allowed to I rip songs off and put them in.
I've heard about that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm
That's
debating if I
sick.
even
I
want to
didn't
pick up
even do that.
24.
I probably will.
I might. So long as they got that custom advanced, the advanced entrance maker, then I'm in because that at least allows you to customize your full walk-in entrance and stuff like that.
They're letting you
'cause
customize
they took it
referees.
out. Oh,
Like you
interesting.
can make custom referees now.
Oh yeah, being the ref was fun.
They definitely need to bring in some more customizability for matches and stuff in the universe mode.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's one of the things that people like most. I mean, yeah, they're gonna play something. I hate it like they do like the feature thing. Like you have to do all these
Yeah.
things to like get the next.
You had to do you basically forced to play through the
Yeah.
freaking story mode
Yeah,
in order to
like,
unlock the extra parts for creation.
I would
God damn it.
I would always like buy the supercharger so you could get everything up front. But even still, some stuff
Yeah.
was hidden behind. So here it is. So
I might have to play some of the 2K23 again. I haven't played it for a little bit.
Are those on Steam and shit?
Yeah.
You know, I hate 2K though. I fucking hate.
Yeah, but they're
back
I
in the
have
day,
stupid
2K
fun
was
with
good.
These,
Yeah,
these are a
yeah,
guilty
2K was
pleasure.
great.
I won't lie. These are like a guilty kind of pleasure.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
total
They're
guilty pleasure.
They're stupid fun. They're power
2K always-
power fantasy all the way.
Kind of like
put
me
more
with
effort.
NBA 2K. I used to love
Same.
NBA 2K.
I loved NBA 2K too.
There was a college hoops 2K.
Uh-huh.
And you could like customize the character. So this is like years ago, like early 2000s.
Yeah.
I'd make the Duke teams at the time. So you could run the name, they'd say a name, put the names on their back and everything. But yeah, of course I couldn't do
2K was always superior to EA.
back then.
Even like their
Well,
EA, I guess still.
I think
Still.
Madden,
it
I
is.
think was still pretty good.
Well, EA Madden. So EA has Madden only because the NFL doesn't license to anyone
No,
else.
NBA 2K5 was way better than Madden.
Yes,
05,
NBA 2K was much better.
Awesome.
Well, you're talking about NBA Live. I was talking about Madden. The only reason why EA has a football game is because the NFL only licenses to EA and no one else can make one.
Yeah.
What happened? But they did. There's the Once Upon a Time NFL Blitz.
Yes.
Which they need to bring
Yes,
back.
they do.
But that was like NBA Jam. Do you remember NBA Jam?
Yeah.
Yes. That was, that's what I think we need to do is have more like kind of over the top fantasy sports.
There
games.
is one.
Kind of like how wrestling is.
There is one.
We need that more over the topness to it because it's like
there's even
if I want to play football, I can go out.
I forgot what it was called.
This
but
is
there
true.
one right now.
This is
They
true.
kind of brought like Madden Blitz or like NFL Blitz. I forgot what the game's called though.
The new Mutant League.
I don't remember. I gotta find it. But Colin
Oh
Kaepernick's
yeah, I
in
have
it.
that.
You have that Fractured?
Oh yeah, was it good?
Hang on, which one is the mutant football? Hang on. Yeah, Mutant Football League. I have that.
Is that
one.
any good?
Oh, nice.
It's fun. If you've played a football.
I played
style
Mutant
game.
Football League on Genesis.
Yeah, it's an old
damn.
Genesis.
Yeah, that
game.
was. I had a blast.
I know
That was
that.
the best, in my opinion. That's the best football game.
So in the new
I
wrestling
have
one,
And then Techno Bowl.
oh, Tecmo Bowl was.
Tecmo Super
still
Bowl.
play
Baby.
What about
Put it on the
Tecmo
Switch.
basketball? Remember Tecmo basketball?
Yeah.
I never played the basketball one. I played the
They need to
Family
put
Guy.
that on
Super
Switch,
football,
too.
but
Family Guy
played
had
the
the
football one,
the
but-
glitch in it. Where,
Corner
you would
three.
shoot from the corner.
Yeah. I saw it.
Go for three.
Now,
So-
Peter, you said you wouldn't do it.
So, so the new wrestling game, the showcase is 40 years of WrestleMania.
yeah, that's been
So
also
what
why
they've
I'm like,
listed so
ooh.
far is Hulk Hogan versus Andre, Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels, a ladder match.
Oh.
Submission Bret Hart versus Stone Cold. That was the first time the blood-soaked face. Taker versus Shawn Michaels in WrestleMania 25. That might have been Shawn Michaels' retirement match. And then Cody versus Roman Reigns last year.
Eh.
I thought Cody was going to win. I thought they're going to put Cody over at that point. They did not.
Nah, I think they felt that to build him up a bit more.
I think they still needed Roman to be a bad guy.
Yeah.
I know. Guess what? It's all scripted.
Oh! The next thing you're gonna tell me, Santa isn't real.
Oh, Santa's real.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
Rudolph is not.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah, Rudolph's a whore.
No.
He's a coked up whore. That's why his nose is red.
Yeah.
Gosh. I still got to look into the Barstool Rumble deal. That's insane.
Yeah.
I want to know what the very freaking left-leaning people of Barstool think of that.
Well, so that's the thing is like Rumble is getting out of that, is working on getting out of that image, right?
Which is awesome. They need that. They need
Yes.
that and an algorithm.
Yes. Yeah. No, they need an algo.
This is huge.
Then a better
By the way,
interface.
speaking of Rumble, I believe we've got 5 people watching on Rumble right now. Hello, everyone. Say hi in the chat if you're there.
Howdy, Rumble.
But yeah, I find that Barstool thing is interesting. I haven't looked into it yet. It's kind of completely unexpected.
Yeah, it really was.
I
They
don't like Dave Portnoy, but cool.
Yeah, it's been
Just
rough.
careful of the kind of people you bring in. That's all I'll say.
They already have those kind of people.
Well, so Dave Portnoy, I don't think he's one. So okay, so they're part owners, right? They're like partners in this to some degree.
Mhm.
But Dave Portnoy isn't one to want to monitor speech.
No,
but
and yeah.
when it comes to his pocketbook, what does that mean?
Ooh, that's a good point. Dang, here's all the
Because
that's insane.
Because
Well-
Google and iPhone app stores.
Yeah. We've talked about
How
that.
many more months do we have of them being on the app stores? Tis the season.
Yeah. Oh, because they bet on the election.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because the
Oh, I
election
see.
and because Rumble has that right wing image, and even if
Yeah.
they do scrub it free from the people, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
if the average person doesn't see Rumble, it's that anymore.
Oh shoot! Yeah, I see
Google
what
and
you're
Apple
saying.
still will, and they'll push that
Mhm.
narrative, and they'll be like, these people are supporting hate speech, and they're letting these things on their app, and
Mhm.
Google and Apple will just remove them.
So they were never really popular on YouTube. Their podcasts are still what do it.
They got
And
demonetized.
and they got
They
demonetized.
so Barstool Sports got
shoot.
demonetized on YouTube because he said something. Portnoy said something and they didn't like it, and Portnoy
Damn.
bitched and moaned about it. And I guess Rumble reached out and
Picked them
said, "Hey,
up.
what's up?"
Good move. And they have a website, so they have all their paywalls already on the website.
Yep.
They're not really that popular on YouTube anyway. It's all podcasts, so it's a win-win for them. It's not a lose at all.
Yeah, they quit YouTube. Like
Mhm.
after they got demonetized, they're like,
Dang.
"Well, I don't know why I would do anything here." So they just put everything
Yeah.
behind the paywall, and then
Yep.
all of a sudden, Rumble.
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah, I know someone who's already tried to hit Rumble with cyber attacks and cutting their feeds. Yeah, that's been going on forever. The DDoS attacks and all of that stuff.
Oh yeah, they hit
Um,
Crowder all the time with the
Yeah, that's
and
just-
Trump.
That's just going to be a thing. What was I watching the other day on there? Oh, I watched Carrie Lake's thing yesterday. She came out and talked. She didn't really have much to say. She was answering questions, and no one asked. They didn't pick any great like that. It was very unorganized.
Mhm.
Anyway, she had like 33,000 people watching on Rumble and not a hiccup.
Damn, nice.
So they have the bandwidth. Let's wrap this bitch up. Fractured, you got anything fun going on the rest of this week?
Power World.
Yes,
Power
let's
World.
go. I can't wait to
But no,
play.
Saturday Night Sith will be back, of course. We will be doing a watch party still of Stargate. We're continuing that. Hitman and I talked, and we're like, yes, we'll still do it. So we'll probably do like some topics first, and then get into the show, get into watching the show, or show then topics. We don't know. Well, one way or another, it's gonna. That's the game plan. So episode 3, I think Enemy Within tomorrow or Saturday. So looking forward to that. He's been getting really into it, which I'm really glad for. And then yeah, like I said, probably some more Power World streams or something. I was lazy the last couple of days. I need to kind of kick my ass and get some things in gear, but it's freaking game. I'm worried, but I'm having fun.
You're
And
worried
that's
about
what counts.
playing it too much?
Well,
or-
yes.
Uh.
I don't usually let games
consume you.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
Like, I have fun with games. Don't get me wrong, but
I want to play it right now. I would go and play it, but the server's not working. So
I wanna play it too.
yeah, it's
I'm
like
gonna work on that instead.
well, yeah, that was at least the decent alternative. Was my brother and I had our co-op thing going,
yeah.
so we were doing that and building shit. We've now moved into. We got a third base location in the volcano area.
Oh, sweet.
So lots of
I want
fun.
to put a base in the snow.
We did that. We had that was our second base.
Nice.
Was in the snow location. I was sad because I did not get to go to that giant tree in the distance.
Oh no.
And if I do discover there are Navi, I will enslave them.
Yeah, no, I'm killing them.
And they, like Duke pointed out, he's like, "Oh, it's Pandora." I'm like, "Oh, I'll
Yeah.
enslave the Navi. Awesome."
Princess Mononoke.
I will capture them too. But anyways, that's all she wrote from me.
Sweet. So I might join you Saturday. It depends. I don't know what's going on.
Saturday after the meme stream, yeah. That's the
Yeah, but he's also got he's got the
My
he's got
Saturday
Saturday
Night
Night
Sith.
Overlords
Okay.
where we watch Star
System Lords, Sith, whatever.
System Lords, whatever. It's
System Lords.
I don't do well with name changes.
Yeah, I'm keeping. I think I just did it for. I wanted to just do it for the
Yeah.
first,
Do it
and
like
I'm going back to Saturday Night Sith. I want to bring that be the main thing.
You got to keep the branding.
Yeah.
Keep the branding because we're almost hitting 100 too. It's like I got to keep that going.
Oh, you don't change it. It's just like when you do when you do
Well, no, and yeah,
when you do the watch,
I
it's
was-
like now we're System Lords.
right, yeah, and that's what I meant to do today was to kind of edit the intro bit to just be the Saturday Night System Lords intro, and then use that as our segment going into watching the show. But I was playing Pal World all day,
Yeah.
so I did not do that.
Man. I'm so jealous.
But yeah, that's all from me.
So Brad, you got anything coming up this weekend or the rest of this week?
I don't know. When the server gets up, I might jump in Pal World.
Yeah.
I might jump in Saturday night. I don't know. And I'm keeping my eye on stuff with some Marvel stuff and Madam Web may be coming out. I want to watch Rebel Moon. That's my plan. I have not seen
Why?
Rebel Moon. I want to watch
I
it.
will wait
haven't
until
either.
You're
someone
you know what sounds
IRL.
fun? Boredom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I want to watch Rebel Moon so that when I go to MegaCon next week, I can identify all the Rebel Moon
that's
cosplay.
right.
There
Yes.
you go. Wookie Be Bad liked it. He said he liked it.
And he's not a Snyder stan.
Yeah.
There's that.
Yeah.
I wonder if he would rewatch it though, or if it was just like a pleasant first watch.
I'll watch. I'll. You know what? I might watch it again before the next one comes out.
Oh, yeah,
but
I would
honestly,
do that.
I'm truly, like I said last week, I'm like interested to see if there's anyone there doing anything about this thing at all.
Yeah.
And what about you, Mr. Shock? What have you got going on?
Either tonight or tomorrow. My Power World video will be out about all the people crying about it was AI, it's plagiarism. Just my thoughts on the game. And then Saturday, I'll be in the chat in the meme streamers stream. And then after Dermy and I, we're all playing Power Worlds. So follow me on Kick, Shaka Zulu 1.
And for me, I've got. I'm gonna try and join Fractured Saturday on his Saturday Night Siths, and then Monday night we've got the Monday Night Bloodbath at 7 p.m. Pacific time on this channel, and then Tuesday I've got Tuesday Night Mayhem, which is on Dermy Wormy's channel, and then we'll be back here on Thursday, and that's it. Everyone wave and say bye.